Hey everybody, I'm just getting set up, okay? So hang in. Hi people, hello. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Hello people. Oh, I see somebody's there. Hi. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Just give me a moment while I keep getting things set up. Okay, somebody checked out. All right, don't worry. Don't take it personally. I promise I won't. Hold on. I'll put the cards up here for now. I'll put the cards up here for now, and we'll come back to them later. We got to check the lights. Check the lights. Hold on. Let's get some music going here. Let's get some music going. I'll be right there. Hi everybody. Give me a moment. Just have a little sing along, okay? You know this song, hopefully. Hi. Yeah. Sing the word, chant the word, speak the word, dance the word, sing the word, praise the word, feel the word, love the word, live the word, I breathe the word. Shake the word, hum the word, breathe the word, whisper the word, sign the word, love the word, sing it now, the word, hear the word, see the word, carry the word. Praise the word, feel the word, love the word, live the word, vibrate the word, shake the word, hum the word, breathe the word, sigh the word, love the word, sing it out the word. Hey, wow. God. The word, feel the word, love the word, live the word, vibrate the word, shake the word, love the word, live the word, feel the word, sign the word, love the word, sing it out the word, Hi everyone. Praise the Lord. You vibrate the word. Shake the Oh gosh, oh gosh. Okay, I'm gonna keep, I saw some more new arrivals. Hi Lisa, I see you. That's you. I can't even spell, I can barely write. I don't know if anybody got the little note earlier, but I'm feeling really wooey, mushy, fuzzy, like a little a newborn babe, super hypersensitive right now. So I just thought I'd let you know that in advance, so you don't get your expectation levels too high, okay, people? So let me just pull this up here. Here we are. Here we are. Good evening and welcome, everyone. As you know, it is Terra Illumination. It's Sunday Night Live. Welcome. It's for Sunday, April 30th. We started early, 6 p.m. PST, because we're trying to take care of the East Coasters, okay? Otherwise, it gets so late and they have to get up, take kids to school and stuff like that. And it's Sunday night and everybody wants to just like chill, okay? But guess what? It's still your chance for a free mini reading. Woo! Whoa, okay. Let me see if I can do the camera control here. And we're gonna back it out. Yeah. So you get the full spectrum view, people, on this super hyper budget camera and computer system that we have here. All right. Delia, hi. Hi, Delia. It's like a first time for all of us each time we do this because it's live, okay? And we never know quite exactly what's going to happen. So hi, David. Hi, Maria. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Primary. So good to have you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you're all having a lovely Sunday evening. I am going to rearrange things. Okay, just so that you know, folks, it sounds for the general vibe is super ultra mellow, and so I thought I would kind of give you my reasoning here, so it isn't just me. All right. So as you notice, there's only a few people here tonight. Maybe it's because we started early, or maybe it's because the whole planet is freaking mellowing out right now. Let me give you my little commentary. Stay there. Don't go away. Okay, here's one of my little doodles, all right? Let's be fair. You've probably seen some of this before. And you know what? Let me just move this because we're here now, okay? And we know what's going on. Thank you so, so much for being here tonight and sharing yourselves with the room live with everybody. And we're going to get you your free mini reading, okay? But we got to clear space now because look at this. Look, it's just one of those things I noticed because I was trying to figure out why am I feeling the way I'm feeling. And so I pulled up some charts and I found this. And we've got this big fat T-square, okay? And it's a grand cross all at the same time. And it's happening right now on Terra Illumination Live, Sunday Night Live, April 30th, 2017. This before, okay, because you've seen some of the reports before, but look, and this is going on. We have this, we have this, we have this, we have all this, and we have all of this. So that, as you know, is a big fat mofo, and that's heavy duty pressure. And it's just a quickie, but it's still a lot of pressure because mostly it's being triggered by the moon. You see here? Here's the moon in Cancer. Okay, so the moon in Cancer is, oh, hold on, stay. I see you. I see Joe. I got to catch you, Joe. I see you. Hold on. Joe. Okay. Yeah, hey family. It is really truly a family for me. As far as I'm concerned, I'm hoping you all adopt me. So, see this? Okay, this is that big fat thing I was just showing you. Now it's going to go through the whole of this show and most of tomorrow and linger on just till tomorrow night. But here it is. We've got this big fat Grand Cross. Up till now, we've been lucky just to be dealing with this. And this is tough enough for everybody in our relationships because this is really, really pulling out the balance of power in our relationships, where how can we be truly uniquely our own amazing selves, inspiration for how we want to be that way, truthfully. And at the same time, honor the other very respectfully in a fair and balanced manner. Jupiter in Libra. We've got amazing opportunities, inspiration, revelations and awakenings about how to do that. But that's individual for everybody, so I can't answer that. This is just for everybody. But here we are. When this moon comes along, oh my gosh, look, it triggers the whole thing and it multiplies the power so much. And this is probably the single most stressful aspect you can have in a chart anywhere, is when you have this big fat grand cross. Okay, it's like maximum opposition here in the dynamics of relationship, maximum opposition here, dynamics of relationships, and they're all squared to each other. Ow, 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 ow. So if you're feeling it, then I'm feeling it too. All right, so we're not alone here. I got to get some more names. Stay there. I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay, Estefania. Oh God, I can't spell. Did I get you, Chrissy? I got you, yeah. Stay there, stay there. Hold on, bear with me. I got that. Okay, I got that. Okay, I think, oh, I'm doing this well. I don't know. The numbers move really fast and I can't keep up. But I think we're doing okay. Okay, that's what we've got so far. I'm just going to show that to you. All right, so you can see it all. All right. So it's a very small campfire tonight. It's just us, okay? So Jeepers. I hope you've all had a really, really good week. It's been very interesting seeing what's going on with the planets and the readings with the people and doing these reports. Just so that you know, May is coming up and it's big, big changes, but they're soft and gentle, okay? And a lot of, stay there, be patient. We're going to do the sing-alongs and the readings pretty soon, okay? Hold on. Okay, bear with me. You know what I'm doing here. Look, okay. So I gave you the note about the big T square. That's happening tonight, right now, okay? Abby, hi. I see you. I see you. Hold on. Stay there. Are you in Hawaii? So I want to grab this opportunity because it doesn't happen very often. But I had very powerful awakening this morning, and it was a big shift in format, and it was very, very much to do with the Cancer moon arriving in this grand square, because it really brought up challenging aspects that are very hard to understand. And I was doing my morning practice, and I was telling myself, I am loving, I am loved. I am loving, I am loved. And I kept doing that, and I kind of got in this kind of trance where I forgot where I started. And my words changed upside down, and I started to say, I am loved, I am loving. I am loved, I am loving. And then it took me about 5 minutes before I realized I was saying everything back to front. And then I learned that my little tiny mantra triggers me to start with whichever it is the first line that I use to start, if that makes any sense. Abby's at the beach. Cool. Chill, man. Chill, chill, chill. So what I realized is that if I just kept going, it didn't matter where I started, because I learned in the end, it's like a self-fueling reactor. I am loving, I am loved, I am loved. And then eventually it turns into I am loved, I am loving. Because you've started planting so many seeds of love that they start sprouting, and it becomes like a nuclear reactor, like a breeding machine. So as we attract love, we radiate love, okay? And then we attract more love, so we radiate more love. Radiate more love, we attract more love. And as we attract more love, we radiate more love. It's like a freaking nuclear reactor, okay? So I'm sorry if I sound like a lecturer or a preacher right now, but I have to tell you, because I feel like I just discovered it, even though the angels probably knew all of this a long time ago. It is like a nuclear breeder reactor. And all you need is one tiny, tiny nugget of plutonium inside a nuclear reactor to contain and breed that much power. So all you need to do is, with the tiniest, smallest little intention, love. And if you keep doing that and you nurture the seed, it will grow and it will grow. And eventually, when it says, I am loving, I am loved, when it comes back to I am loved, that triggers more loving intentions from you. That's kind of how it works. So anyway, I just wanted to get that out there. Right now, I feel like kind of getting into it here. It's a very, very quiet evening here. So what I'd like to do is, since we've only got a few people tonight, I'm going to take advantage of the campfire here, and I'm going to start doing readings quite soon, like right now. Thank you, Colleen, because seriously, I've gone through so many of these different spiritual journeys, and I call them lifestyle package deals, where I get through a whole pile of stuff, and then I realize, oh my God, I have to start all over again because I didn't know how little I knew. And yeah, really, it's all about the circle of love. Oh, you know what? Why don't I just play that? Now you've put it up there. First, before we do some readings, I want to get in a good mood because I'm very super hypersensitive and mellow right now. And angels above, give me a moment. Stay there. I'm going to get the lyrics for Circle of Love. Going down. Let's see what that looks like. I got this little song here. Okay. It's probably a crappy view. You probably can't see anything. All right, but I'm going to put it there anyway, and then I'm going to dick around with the camera, see if I can get the lyrics up closer for you. Stay there. Don't go away. Don't go away. Let's see if this works. Let's just try an experiment, okay? Pretend we're around the campfire, okay? Just pretend it's just another evening around the campfire. Oh, God, the delay is really slow. It's super slow. I'm sorry. I can feel it from here. Stay there. Stay there. Okay, I got to get that. I got to get Justin down here. Where did I put the list? Okay, hold on. Stay there. All right, stay there. I'm going to get it in even tighter and closer. Justin. Justin. Hi, Justin. Welcome. Yay, we're going to do a sing-along. Ha, ha, ha. Ha, ha, ha. Ha, 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 ha. Okay, I'm going to try it now, even closer. Oh, maybe that goes better over here. Okay, here we go. I've got to put the camera in even tighter. And then tighter. I wish you could see this. I have to get a new camera. Estefania, sorry, I got you. I got you. I got you. Don't worry. We're gonna. I just want to do one song, okay? I got this message. We got this message from angels above. Come together in a circle of love. Put down your weapons and unload your guns. Come together in a circle of love. Na 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 na. Na na na. Na 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 na. Going deaf from explosions, screaming babies everywhere. Their blood is flowing to the oceans. Our hearts are numb from trying to care. Try to care. I got this message from angels above. Come together in a circle of love. Put down your weapons and unload your guns. Come together in a circle of love. Yeah. La 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 la. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Yes, soon when the smoke and dust is lifted and all this rubble has been cleared, and all the bodies have been sifted. Their ghosts will walk around for years, years and years, yeah. I got this message from angels above. Come together in a circle of love. Put down your weapons and unload your guns. Yeah. Come together in a circle of love. Yeah. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. Circle of love. So, oh boy. Well, I feel a bit stronger now. So let's move on. I just had to get out. I had to kind of get in the campfire mood a little bit better, people. So I hope you enjoyed that little song. So what I'm going to have to do now, of course, is record it better and put it on the little music playlist at Terra Illumination. Okay. Samira, you're in the house. Hey, hold on. Let me put you down there. Hi, Samira. Samira. Yay. And thank you, Maria. I'm going to play another song later, I think. But for now, let's just do some readings for you folks, okay? Because that's kind of why we're here. Because we're going to go blind, people. We're going blind. We're going blind. It's time to do the cards. It's time to do the cards. Giselle, the supermodel is here. Yay. Precious is here. Oh God, it's filling up. I thought it was going to be a quiet night. And Giselle, man. Oh, you know what? Guess what, everybody? On Terra Illumination, one of the girls is a real live dancer. She's a completely 100% burlesque, tabletop, everything you got, boas, suspenders, everything, dancer. And she puts on these amazing shows. And she just wrote in to say hello. And when I have the nerve, I'm going to pluck up the nerve and I'm going to ask her if she will teach us all how to dance around the campfire and do a special show just for the Terra Illumination Live Campfire. Okay? One day. All right? So, but that's going to be a surprise, exciting event. We're not there yet. I still haven't plucked up the nerve to ask her. But we will. It's going to be fine. I think she lives somewhere. I think she lives in New York, and she's like, anyway. So, I'm gonna start picking names, people, just for kicks, Okay, 22's here, 22. I'm just gonna start. I'm just gonna pick one random, people. I'm trying to do the suspense music, people. Suspense music. Oh, Abby, if you want to know who, all I can remember right now is that the little, when it comes up here at Terra Illumination, it's Agave, A-G-A-V-E. She's absolutely outrageous. So, anyway, what I'm hoping is that everybody will have the chance to tell their stories and show their art and like do live show and tells for us here at Terra Illumination. Maybe later in the year, once we have the live subscription channel going and we got the proper camera and the proper computer and we can do this right. And we already did a live experiment with one of the Terra Illumination guests to see if we could get the system to work, and it works, but it costs money to set it up and run it, and so we're going to ease into it gently and slowly. Okay, people, just so that you know, it's going to happen, but you got to be patient. All right, where are we? I've got Delia. I've got Delia. I know you're in the house because we only just got here. Delia, 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 you're first up. You are first up, Delia. Do, 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 do. I hope you can handle this. I hope you are ready. Welcome, everybody. Everybody take your seats around the campfire. Put down your marshmallow. Well, you can have your marshmallows in your beer and your beverages and whatever you want. I hope you got your slippers and your lollipops and your herbal tea and your bubble bath, and you're all sitting comfortably with your smart desktop phones and all of the stuff that you use to watch and getting comfortable, because Delia, you are up. You're the first one. The first one is always the most scary, okay? So this is it. You know it's going to happen, don't you? You already know, don't you? Here we go. All right, I'm going to cut. I already shuffled. I've been doing a lot of shuffling. So we're just going to cut. So Delia, what's going on? We're heading into May. It's Taurus season. It's all about love. Love, beauty, nature, abundance, everything, the sensuality, having a beautiful bubble bath, walking in the garden, going out, sniffing the air, treating yourself to an extra delicious little treat of some kind that's just for you, okay? Screw everybody else. Just do this for you. That's the Taurus new moon, okay? And you're going to love it, okay? And screw all the other challenging aspects in the planets. You can still be loving whatever the aspects are. No matter. It doesn't matter. Like, look, Delia, I'm just showing you because I see it from here. On this side of the desk, Delia, this is happening right now tonight. Right now as we're going live. It's probably one of the most stressful aspects you can have in terms of the planets, okay? But look at us. We're still happy anyway. We're loving anyway. We are loving. We are loved. We are loving. We are loved. Thank you, Delia, for that inspiration, because I'm feeling it now. So, here's the situation. Here's the challenge. Here's how we're going to deal with it the way we do. In the background, whoa. Okay. All right. Ah, wow. Wow. Okay. Well, Delia, if it feels like things are very fated right now, being swirled around by the fates, if you feel things are just happening around you in a way that you simply can't control, but somehow deep down, it's just freaky exciting, you don't even care how scary it is, then that's cool. It's like those people who, like, what do they call them? Tornado chasers. They actually get off on that freaky weather. It turns them on, okay? So that's what's kind of going on here, Delia. There's some really, really freaky, amazing, good stuff happening for you in terms of fated events, fated experience. So what's the situation? More big cards, yay! So Delia, if you really, truly are feeling inspired, then that would make sense. If you are feeling hopeless and utterly uninspired, like everything's going down a big black hole, you still have this going for you. It's somewhere inside of you, Delia. You still have the energy of the star, which is, it's just like dreams and wishes coming true, holding on against all odds, believing, knowing, trusting, actually just knowing for a fact that even though everything might look crazy and insane, you know for a fact that everything is exactly okay and is exactly as it should be, and you're not going to let any shitty, crappy things hold you back or hold you down. And you're going to do it so well that you become an inspiration to others. So that's pretty good, Delia. I wish I had that power. Bam-o. But what's the challenge? There's always a challenge. Decisions, 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 decisions. Oh, Delia. Oh, dear Delia. So deep down, with all this like very fated epic energy that's happening for you, whether it's relationships, jobs, home, family, money, whatever it is, there's something very, very, very important in terms of making decisions that you are avoiding. Okay? Now, if you've watched this show before, then we all know that you have the right not to decide. That's okay. It's a form of self-defense. It's a way of protecting yourself, because sometimes our body and our spirit and our souls can only handle so much transmutation, transformational healing at any one time. So, even though this is in a position of challenge, and you're maybe scared of making very important decisions, that's understandable, because it seems to me like there's some very important stuff happening around you that requires very, very careful decision making. So if this is a challenge, if you are being deeply challenged to come forward and make decisions, then it's understandable, okay? But it's still a challenge, okay? So, Roxa, stay there, Delia. I got to check in because I just saw something. I don't want to disrupt, but Roxa is here. Roxa, just saying hi, Roxa. Derry, hi, Derry. Hi, Derry. I'm just getting the names down while I can. Don't worry, Delia. We're coming straight back to you. Look at this. You started off with this weather in the background. That's awesome. So, how are we going to deal with this? Screw it. Screw it, Delia. You're just going to celebrate anyway. Basically, whatever is upsetting and disturbing in terms of these incredibly important decisions, you're going to handle it by basically treating it with love, pouring love all over the situation, and trusting that the fates, let's just call it the fates, are smiling down on you. And you do have enough hope and inspiration and divine guidance to keep going, so that whatever decisions you make, there is no wrong decision, okay, Delia? You cannot go wrong. So whatever you decide it, and then you move on. And then if you need to, 20 seconds later, you can just change it again. Maybe 13 seconds, or maybe 7 seconds later, just come to another decision. And don't let it get you down. In fact, do just the opposite. Celebrate, be happy, literally be happy. Make the decision like this. I'll just say it. It's a little chant. You've probably heard this one before. And this is what I do for myself, Delia. I say it like I'm a guy, but you are a girl. So I'm just going to say it like a person. Okay, it goes like this. I am a very wealthy person. I'm a very happy person. I'm a very blessed person. And then I just keep saying it over and over and over. But I change the tone and I do things like this. You know, I'm a very lucky person. I'm a very wealthy person. I'm a very happy person. I'm a very blessed person. And that's a fact. And then I kind of go in surprise. Oh my God, I'm a really lucky person. Geez, I'm a very wealthy person. Oh my God. Guess what? I'm also a very happy person. Who knew? And to top it all, I'm a very blessed person. Holy bleep. Okay? And then it's like I brainwash myself. Okay? So that's how I solve these kind of issues. All right? So Delia, I hope you get something out of it. I hope it makes sense and you have a super week ahead. Thank you, Delia. Yay, everybody. Delia was first up. Thank you, Delia. And it's been wonderful. And next, I got to find my little Post-its. Stay there. It's just a connection, Derry. It's a shitty connection. This is as good as it gets. Derry, the camera does autofocus. So because it's a really baby tiny little camera, it doesn't do much. And as soon as the tarot illumination, like, you know, all of that funding stuff comes in, and the more comes in, and I'm going to get a really cool camera that's just built for like what we're doing here, like these live shows, and it'll look much better and it'll sound much better. Okay, Delia, thank you so much. We're going to put the cards back, and we're going to shuffle, and we're going to pull up the next, whoever the next one is around the campfire. Yes. Agave. Hey, Chrissy, thank you for letting me know. Agave. Agave's here. Hey, everybody. Hey, Agave. If you can hear you, I was asking. Once I got the nerve, I'm going to ask you to. It's probably be down the road a long way, but when you get a chance, you could be a guest on the Tarot Illumination live show when we do the subscription channel for all the elitists, all the VIP crowd. Okay, because I did a test with DQ, and we have a system that works. It's pretty complicated, but it works. And we could have you on camera, and you could kind of do a show and tell. Show us what you do and how you do it, because it's freaking spectacular. All right? Agave l'amour, yes! You're going to do it, yay! Agave l'amour is going to be on Tarot Illumination, yay! Okay. We're going to have dancing around the campfire, people. Woo! Oh my God. Okay. Margarita. I see it. Hold on, I got you. Hold on. I got you. See, Tarot Illumination is going big time. We're getting real life stars on the show now. Oh my God, this is so exciting. I'm so happy. It's like a wacky variety show. Screw the tarot. Screw the astrology. We're just going to have wacky showtime. All right, going to pull another name, people. I got you, Joe. I got you. Oh, looky, look. Deborah. All right. Deborah. We got you. Oh, gosh. Wait a minute. Deborah, you're up. I hope you didn't go home already. We've only been going for about 40 minutes. Okay. You're here. Okay, Deborah, this is you. This one is you. Kaboom. This is it. All right, I'm going to cut. I'm a little bit shaky, people, because I've had an extremely hypersensitive, dopey day. And now that we're live and I'm waking up and all the happy juices are flowing through my body, feeling better, but it's leaving me a little bit shaky, just so that you know. All right, Deborah, you know what's happening because we've done this before. Here's the situation, Here's the challenge, and here's how we're going to deal with it. Okay, and what's going on in the background? Okay, so Deborah, there's pretty serious stuff going on here. Deborah, like getting involved in some kind of dedicating yourself to higher knowledge, higher wisdom, getting involved in a very, very orderly system society, like getting your PhD or going to super college or something, or you're getting training, or maybe you're turning into a supreme authority of something very important. Basically integrating a lot of traditional institutional energy into your life. Maybe that's coming at you, or maybe you're swimming in that kind of environment and maybe it's a little bit suffocating for you. I don't know. I'm just putting it out there. It's just the background weather. It's going on in the background, okay? So let's get to you and your reading. All right. Situation. Well, you're obviously happy about something, Deborah. Or if you're not, you're definitely in the mood to want to celebrate a victory and be appreciated, adored, and just literally applauded. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Deborah, I have no idea what you're up to. You don't have to tell us. It's a private reading, even though you're totally public and exposed. I hope you're happy. It looks to me like you have some kind of good reason to celebrate, or soon you will be celebrating something and enjoying it, and others with you. I don't know if it's your birthday or a marriage or an engagement, some kind of big important thing that is being institutionalized in your life. Okay, so let's have a look. Let's see. Let's just see. All right. What's the challenge here, though? Okay, so however good this might be, the reality is it might be actually causing a lot of disruptions. Okay. How is this going to affect your life going forward in the future? How are you going to balance your day-to-day resources, like your people, your home, your family, your friends, your money, your jobs, your health, your car, your driving license, your degrees, your PhDs, your school, everything about your life is being, it's wobbling. Let's just say there's a lot of like turbulence. Desire would be to make it settle down and figure out how to stabilize things. But that is the challenge here. The challenge is trying to stabilize things in an otherwise what looks like a really good environment for you. So hopefully this won't be too much of a challenge. We'll see. Let's have a look. Whatever the challenges are with this, trying to stabilize all the good stuff. Oh, gosh, are you going on some kind of retreat? Seriously, what is going on here? Are you, huh? Okay, maybe there's some very important legal things. I don't want to say things like getting divorced or married, but it's something big and it's something important. Spectacular separation and divorce that you've always wanted, woohoo! Or maybe it's the marriage you've always wanted, woohoo! But either way, it causes a lot of changes in your life, which can be destabilizing in the three-dimensional worldly aspects. Everything in your three-dimensional world, especially with this Taurus energy coming out right now, you might really feel it very strongly. So how are you going to deal with that? You look within, okay? It's very, very simple, Deborah. All the answers lie within. Everything. It's not out there. It's not to do with them or that or this or anybody else. It's all on you, okay? And don't be scared of that, because in the end, our human bodies, our lives, they are finite. We come here, we are born, we live, and then we die. And it feels like we might be alone and single the whole time. But we do share, in this world and the great beyond, we do share ourselves with each other. But you still have to be able to accept the fact that you are your own unique identity. And sometimes you have to go through cycles of deep, deep, deep integration and solitude and going within. And that's a healthy thing to do now and again. So whatever it is that's going on that is very hard for you to juggle and balance, in what looks like a good situation, the answers actually lie within, okay? So you kind of have to like, almost like force yourself to go into, you know, climb the mountain, do that solitary period for a while. I'm not saying like solitary confinement or self-punishment, but just maybe go into a place where, you know, you look within for the answers, because the answers are there, okay? So don't worry, Deborah, all right? All right, that's all I got for you, Deborah. I hope you get something out of it. I hope you have a super week ahead, all right? Moving on, people, moving on. I got to do the cards, and then we got to pick a name. Hey, favorite, I see you. I see you. I got you. Yvonne. Wait a minute, I got Yvonne, haven't I? Okay, okay. I thought this was going to be a quiet night. Everyone wants a group hug. Everybody, everybody, everybody. We're just going to have a big group hug. Okay. We've done this before. Actually, it's all about, I don't want to go into a lecture right now. I feel like I'm turning into like a professor or something. I don't want to lecture on group healing at the moment. I just want to have fun and get your readings done. Oh, I got you here, but favorite, I want to put you over here. I'm going to have to put names across like this. And I hope the pen line's on it, okay? Back. So I got to, see, I dropped all the cards. Now I got to spin them again. All right. All right. We're going to have a big group hug later on, okay? I got something for you. All right. So, actually, we already sang the song that I was going to sing for the group hug. So I'll have to dig up another song for you. Don't worry. It's about rainbows. It's about chasing rainbows and how it's okay to chase rainbows. You know, how you keep your spirits up. All right. Let me just finish this. And then we're going to pull. All right. What do we got? Let's have a look. Estefania, 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 Estefania. Is Estefania in the room? Estefania, you're up. You are up. Kaboom. It seems like it's a pretty crappy stream tonight. Well, it's okay. It's as good as it's probably going to get. So we're just going to have to make the most of it. All right, Estefania, you're here. You're up. Hold on tight. Hold on tight, Estefania. If you need a barf bag, I hope you brought one with you, okay? If you need firecrackers and sparklers and fire extinguisher, I hope you have those. Some of us have them here already, so if you need one, just ask around, share. We'll all share ours with you. Okay, Estefania? All right. If you got some marshmallows on sticks, please pass them around. If you got hot dogs, vegan or real, pass them around, share. Okay, we share here, people. It's bring your own bottle, remember? Bring your own. Oh, I don't want to get shut down. I don't want to get shut down by saying stupid things. So I'm trying to keep it clean, people. Estefania, this is it. Woo! Big fat supercut. All right. All right, you're up, Estefania. Bring your own weenie, yeah. Okay, calm down, people, calm down. We're just gonna do it. All right. In the background, we got, look at that, isn't that freaky? We just said bye-bye to the hermit. So Estefania, if like your world around you is hinting at you to like go within, yeah, then sure, do that. If you feel like everything around you is sucking the life out of you, and all you want to do is go within, Estefania, then do it, okay? All right, you'll be fine. What's the situation? Oh gosh, okay. Okay, we seem to be like, what it is, like, I hope you're not scared of starting off on a new chapter in your life, Estefania. But the thing is, right now, everybody is on the same bus. It's a lot of it is to do with this Leo North Node transition that's happening. It's starting literally today, right now. Did reports on that. It's all about you, especially Estefania, you stepping into your own light. And if you are naturally a very shy person or very quiet, or you feel that you just kind of like, you know, go through life and you notice people and people notice you, but there's no like sensation of like, I really want to grab life. I really want to enjoy it. I want to like make it richer, more powerful and full of love. I want to give more love. I want to receive more love. Not sure how to do that. And so if it makes you feel like you're heading out into like, how do I do that? Go within, go deep within. Okay. And you start to realize like, oh my God, what the heck is happening in front of me? Where the hell am I going? Where on earth is my life headed right now? It's actually kind of weird. It's very scary. It's very exciting all at the same time. And I honestly, if I'm honest, I'm pretending I'm you, Estefania. What is going on? I have no idea what's going on, but I don't care. All right. It's like I'm realizing now, Estefania, I am realizing now that the real journey lies within, okay? And that's weird because you might have been living your whole life, Estefania, by looking outside of you for all the solutions, all the answers, all the happiness, all the love. But guess what? It all comes from inside. So what's the challenge with this? It's pretty epic. Okay, so you might be really feeling challenged either in yourself, like internal conflicts, because of big shifts and big changes coming up for you, where you might be expecting yourself or other people have high expectations of you to shine more brightly, but you still haven't figured out how to do that yet. And that could cause a lot of like inner chatter or conflict. It almost might like super shy and realizing like I have to like come out of myself more. I need to be stronger and more brave. I can't afford to be intimidated by others or the external world. I need to take charge of my own life. Okay, this is in a challenge position. So it might be that your circumstances are very challenging forward to be the bigger, brighter, better. So how are we going to deal with that? Oh, okay, Estefania, if the problem is actually deep down in your heart and you've been avoiding it or had trouble dealing with it, or it's been causing a lot of pain and inner conflict, it's very, very hard for you to figure out what to do, where to go, and how to do it next in life. The way to handle it, the way to handle whatever is unfolding in front of you, that deep down, it might just be a matter of the heart. It might just be, I don't want to awkward, Estefania, but it might just be that on this little live show here tonight, we've touched on a very, very sensitive nerve right now to share with us. But what I'm sensing is that very, very, very painful and sad inside of you that you might have been conflicted about and you haven't been wanting to face. And it's making you almost disoriented. So the way to deal with that problem is to face it. If there is grief and sadness happening in your life, then the way to handle it is to face it. And that will allow you to heal and move on
in a way that is really, really healthy instead of a way that's really, really frightening. And you won't have to look outwards from yourself for explanations for happiness or grief. It's all inside. So if there is grief and sadness inside of you right now, okay, you're all right. You're going to be fine. You're here at the Tarot Illumination live show. It doesn't matter how shitty it is. We're here anyway. We're all going to give you a group hug anyway. And you're still going to come out of it at the end with 2 little cups, which is the ultimate. It's true love in some new form or other that you don't know yet. All right? So don't worry, Estefania. You're going to be fine. You're here. You're here. You're here. You're going to be fine. You're going to get a freaking monster huge from everybody. Okay? They're going to squeeze you until you pop. All right? And that's just how it is. And you're going to feel loved. You're going to absolutely feel it. It's like that thing that I was mentioning earlier. Where did I put it? We turned it upside down. You're going to feel loved, Estefania. I am loved. I am loved. I am loving. I am loved. I am loving. I am loving. The inverse of whatever we've been doing before. But you're here in the right place. You are receiving love. You are loved. And that is going to trigger you to get back to the little 2 of cups again, where you can love again. Okay? Again. Okay? All right, that's what I got for you. I hope that makes sense, Estefania. I hope you get something out of it. Okay? You don't have to tell us anything, Estefania. It's very, very private. It feels to me like it's a very sensitive issue. And this is a very public place. So, you know, you don't have to tell anybody. You just keep it to yourself if you want. And all you need to do is be willing to receive the love, okay? Because you're in the right place. We got buckets of it here, and we just spread it around like butter, okay? I learned that from a new friend of mine. Oh, gosh. Gosh. You see? I can see it here on the screen. I just see it right here on the screen. It just pops out. All the big love energy. It just comes out like it's just like a little, like those little kiddies firecrackers, those little party poppers for kids that go, pew. It's just their way of saying, we love you. Okay? So, like all issues with love and self-love, the challenge is to accept and allow. Self-love is the biggest challenge for humanity and every single human being. Next, I gotta get the names here. Oh, it's going over to the other side of the sheet, people. We're on 22. We're on 22. 22, I marked that down. Let's see, 22. 22, it's up to you, 22. That's Flutterby. 22, that's Flutterby. Flutterby, 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 Flutterby. Fly Flutterby, Flutterby, Flutterby. A newbie up there. Hey, Coco, are you a newbie? Have you ever been here before? Coco. Hey people, is Coco new? We've only been doing this for a while, but I don't remember seeing Coco around the campfire before, but I think it's cool. Here we go. Hang on, Flutterby. Hang on, Flutterby. You're up. You're up. Okay. Stay there. Hang in. You know it's going to be all right, whatever happens. You know I don't do flyers. You know I don't do reversals. Really stripped down, bare bones, simple stuff here, okay? Give me a moment. We're going to cut. Super skinny, super skinny, super monster big. Okay. Just to mess things up. All right. Here's the situation. Here's the challenge, and here's how we're going to deal with it, all right? Now, before we get into the weather, I need a little sip. People, this is just my decaf, okay? I don't take drugs. The worst thing that I do is a little sip of wine in the evening. So cheers. This is just my little beverage. It's been very warm here today. So we've been venting a lot of moisture. And I need to keep my fluids up. So I just screwed that up. But it doesn't matter. Look. All right. So, dear Flutterby, in some kind of way or another, Flutterby, you are truly blessed. Truly blessed. You may have been through hell and back. You may have witnessed unspeakable demons. You may have had to endure cataclysmic nights of suffering and pain, and somehow or other, looking as though you're a guardian angel to everybody else. So I don't know how you do it, Flutterby, but somehow you got that, and the weather's backing you up. This, to me, is an indication that the weather is simply a reflection of your own nature right now. It's like when you look outside the door and you go, "Lovely day. Thank you so much." And then the angels look down and say, so that's what I'm feeling. Thank you for your reading. Bye. Good night. Here's the situation. Oh, despite all that big stuff that I said earlier, blacked out. Stay there. In the matters of the heart, 22, are you in the doldrums? Are you feeling like the love isn't there? Or like, does anybody love me after all? Especially after all the love I've given and shared? Doesn't anybody care? Is it just me and then there's everybody else? Well, maybe it feels like that way right now, but don't worry, because you've been through. Okay, so you know you're going to be fine. It's just that right now it seems like you're preoccupied with things that are more to do with like a bit of woe is me and a bit of if only this, if I could have, should have, would have done that, or maybe if only or whatever. But it doesn't matter. You still got love coming at you. It's just that you're not now. Don't worry. This is essentially like a tiny miniature version of the Ace of Cups being handed to you. It's right there. It's right outside your front door, just like this has been, just like it always will be. It's just a question of focus and attention. So just remember where attention goes. So if you're preoccupied with the things that make you sad, what to do is make a decision and focus your attention onto the good stuff. What is the challenge here? Oh, okay. Well, maybe there's a lot of subconscious stuff going on making you feel really wobbly. There, we do have this big fat, let me just pull it up. Stay there, 22. I have this going on right now at this very moment in time. And it's hitting everybody, especially if you've got Capricorn, Cancer, Libra, or Aries energy prominent in your chart with the planets, okay? Or the signs, okay? Well, we all have the planets. I'm talking about the signs. Capricorn, Cancer, Libra, Aries. If you've got any of those, then maybe that's an explanation. You have an excuse to feel this way. If things are feeling wobbly or scary or like, you know, monsters in the nighttime, that's understandable. Also, this is also telling me that there might be changes happening like deep inside of you, what I would call really like stuff, super heavy duty stuff, where you might be getting called to go deeper and deeper and deeper into your subconscious parts of yourself that maybe you don't normally like to do, and because it's like a bit disorienting because you can't touch it, see it, smell it, or taste it. And that could be very disturbing. If, let's just say, your spiritual awareness or your psychic awareness or your whole emotional auric body is opening up, that can be very disturbing and frightening for people. It doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are, male or female, it doesn't matter. Kind of like energies start to infuse your life, even if you've been praying for it and wanting it, when it actually starts to happen, it can be very, very disorienting. And you could be getting called upon to tune in more and more and more into your subconscious, into the deeper, deeper consciousness, in order to live a more authentic, truthful, happy life, so that you're not dependent on external sources of what appears to be love and happiness, okay? So how do you deal with this feeling of wobbliness? Well, to me, this is having to admit to oneself that despite however evolved and advanced we may be already as human beings, there's still always more to learn, especially about matters of love, matters of the heart. And sometimes it helps to be very simple and just admit to oneself, I want more, I need more. I don't know everything, I thought I did. And luckily, you've got this energy naturally with you. But the thing is, about this alchemical kind of energy, it never stops. So as soon as you evolve to a higher level of vibration, a higher level of frequency, you can enjoy that for a little while and say, wow, I always knew it would be like this. I always felt it like deep inside. And then that, like all things, it's cyclical. And then you realize something triggers you in your life, like, oh my God, there's more. I didn't know what love really was until just now. Admit that. It's okay to be very innocent about love in its purest form. Like, what is it really, as opposed to what you thought it was? So the way to deal with this, whatever's making you wobbly or matters of the heart, maybe a little bit in the doldrums or feeling sad, is to understand and accept that love truly is around you all the time. It's right there, but it's a question of focus, okay? How you're focused over here, the real stuff is coming in over here. So the way to deal with that is literally just change your focus. So you literally focus on the little cup, and all of a sudden, the cup of love is there for you. So simple, 22, it's so simple. It's just like, holy jeez, I wish somebody had told me before. So it's just literally the way to handle whatever's happening in matters of the heart for you, your feelings, your emotions, your sense of spiritual evolution. It's just a question of attention. Put yourself into doing that. It's just going back to the same thing. Like, even if it doesn't make any sense, even if it sounds really, really stupid to just keep saying it, I am loving, I am loved. I am loving, I am loved. Stupid. But guess what? It really, really works, people. So 22, you have a chance here now to be a living example, invoking the healing power of love into your life, simply by invocation. Be loving, be loved. Be loving, be loved. It's that simple. That's all I got for you. That's all I got, Flutterby. I hope you can get something out of that. Put it in the bank, frame it, eat it, lick it, put it in a poster, put it in a letter and mail it to somebody, whatever it is. Thank you. Okay, I gotta move on. We got more people to read. It does work. It's very, very strange how it works. It's very, very weird, isn't it? It took me millions of lives. I would, well, not millions, but I would say at least 23 past lives to figure that out. Some of them were as a Native American. Some of them were as a Civil War soldier. Some of them was as a Russian rebel. Some of them was an African tribal member. Some of them was simply a farmer. Time to learn those simple, tiny micro chants. Yeah. All right, I'm going to shuffle a little bit more. Shuffle just a bit more to clean it up for the next. The next, okay, next. We're lining them up, people. We're lining them up. Okay, we're going to come back. Give me a moment. Hold on, I got to clean this up. Right, Chrissy? Chrissy, are you still here? Chrissy? Chrissy, are you still here? I feel like I'm going really slowly. Chrissy? Yes, she is. I see you. 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 Okay. I'm going to grab it while I can because I just saw your name come up on the board. I-S-S-Y. Chrissy, you're up. Yay! Go, Chrissy. It's Chrissy's night on the town. Here we are at the Tarot Illumination campfire. Flames are burning bright. It seems like everybody brought their own little goodie bag and they're settled in and the show is on and we are live. Okay. All right, I already shuffled. I shuffled. So I'm going to do a very different cut now. All right, here we go. Here we go. Clearing the air, people. We do this. It's like a little magic show. We're just going to clear the air because that's what we do. All right. What's going on, Chrissy? Okay, so you're trying to figure things out. You're just trying to hold your acts together. It's okay. Struggling right now. Don't worry about it, okay? If there's an awful lot of turbulence going on in your life outside the front door of your world, or literally right outside of your bedroom, or even if you lock yourself in the bathroom, everything outside of there is turbulence, don't worry, because we're all dealing with it, all right? That bad. So what's the situation? Look at this. Okay, we've already reached the moment of synchronicity. And this happens every time we come to the Tarot Illumination live show. Start getting all these repeat patterns, and then one reading doesn't make any sense to the person who's getting the reading, but then it starts to make total sense to someone else who didn't even expect it. Stuff is starting to happen right now. So Chrissy, even though you're up and this is your reading, it actually might be for somebody else. But that somebody else will know. If things are getting very, very wobbly in your life, in your world right now, and you feel you are being almost like pushed in a new direction where you really aren't exactly sure where things are going, so be it. What you can do about it is just that's what's going on. So it's like a go with the flow thing. You know, it's like if the weather is this, then that's what you do. If it's absolutely pouring with rain, then you can't expect to go outside and get a suntan. And if the surf is really, really, really pounding and it'll kill you, then there's no point in going in the water. suntan, even though you might want to go in the water. Okay, so you just have to accept things exactly how they are. So what is the challenge with all of that? Blam! Blammo! Chrissy, if it feels like all sorts of things are wobbling so much in your world that it's just like somebody's just pulling the carpet out, that's not fair. I don't know what it is. Maybe your mortgage is exploding. Maybe all your credit cards have exploded. Maybe you just got fired. Or maybe something like that's gonna happen, or you're scared that it's gonna happen. Or maybe something spectacularly awesome is just about to happen. It might appear catastrophic, but it could actually be extremely liberating, okay? Happens, like especially in a relationship. If you've had a very, very wobbly, unbalanced relationship, and the healthiest thing is to get out, then the collapse of a relationship could be the most healing thing in your life right now. If it's not a relationship, if it's something else, and you don't seem to have any control over these events, then just let it happen. Yes, it's a challenge to accept the tower. It's a very, very big challenge. It could be that if you look at it the right way, it could be a supreme blessing. So how are you going to deal with it? This is a very, very heavily fated type of reading here. That's how it feels to me, Chrissy. It's just almost like these things really in your life right now are almost beyond your control. Disturbing, okay? So how are we going to deal with it? You're going to seize the moment. Wow, this could be epically good. Okay? In some way or other, this could be really, really awesome. Maybe something spectacularly new is happening to you, and it's groundbreaking, and it's just a bit scary. That's all. Deal with it. The way to deal with all this, like, crazy stuff going on is to accept it and treat it as a divine gift from heaven. As almost like angels are coming into your life and your world and saying, you know what, Chrissy, whatever you thought how things were, enough is enough. We're just going to blow everything up. We're just going to blow up everything, and you're going to love it. You're going to be grateful because what you're going to see afterwards is a whole new beginning. And in fact, you're going to be inspired. You're going to think, I wish all this had happened earlier. And it's going to be exciting and inspiring. It might be very frightening as well at the same time, but the whole point here is liberation, and it is an opportunity. Things are happening around you that don't make sense, and they're very scary or disturbing or disorienting, exciting way, and it's still scary. The way to handle it is treat it all as a divine gift from heaven, okay? A chance for a brand new start, just a complete brand new start in life, in some department of your life, wherever that might be. All right, Chrissy? I hope that makes sense. God, I got a bit carried away there. I have to tell you, I'm sorry, Chrissy. I really got fired up. I was feeling a lot of stuff flowing through me. Okay? So somebody please throw another log on the fire, kick it in, stir it all up. Let's build up the flames here. We're starting to spark an arc. Okay. All right. Chrissy's taking charge. All right. All right. Oh, Pisces. Okay. Okay. Macy. Hey, Macy. I see you. I see you. I see you. I'm shuffling. I'm doing some shuffling, people. I got to clear the cards. I got to clear the cards. Okay, you know what? Stay there. I need another sip. Chrissy. Oh gosh, I've lost count. I don't know where we are. All right. You know what I think I'm going to do? I want to read for as many people as I can tonight before I burn out. I don't know how much steam I have. It's been a very challenging day for me personally, so I'm going to myself. But now that we're here and we're doing this, I feel a lot better, and I want to make the best of this feeling better. So let me pick a name. What I want to do, I want to cut it down to just the 3 cards. I want to cut out the weather forecast in the background, okay? So we can move more quickly. Get my little spinner. Roxa. Roxa? Roxa? Roxa. Roxa, are you still here? Are you still in the room? Are you still with us here at the campfire? Yay, Roxa, you're up. Okay, I see your name. I don't know how long it took for that, but it looks like 20-second delay that we have here. All right, Roxa, you're up. You're up. You're up. Okay, here we go. Cut. No weather. I'm cutting back now. We're going to go up a little bit. All right, Roxa, I hope you don't mind. Please don't be offended. There's a little bit of fluff there. All right. We're just going to go straight in, okay? There's no warm-up. There's no background weather, nothing. We're going straight in. Kaboom. What's the situation, Roxa? Whoa. Own wealth, into your own power, into your own sense of dominion as a woman. You feel like there is a growing sense of like internal wealth and abundance that you deserve, that belongs to you, and that you have been working very hard for this, and it is starting to show up in your life as a real life tangible version of Roxa, the bigger, brighter, better Roxa that you always knew was there, and it's starting to show. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. It's the Queen of Pentacles showing up here. It's a card of great abundance and wealth. It isn't in your face like rude, vulgar wealth. It's about the wealth from inside of you and how it's expressed externally. In other words, it's almost like you have love expressed in 3-dimensional ways. Like, I love you very much. Here's a bunch of flowers. Or somebody loves you very much and they give you some flowers. Or like, the love is expressed in a nice way. Hi, can I get you a cup of coffee? For others, or whether others are doing that for you. It's a sense of like having enough, so much like wealth and generosity and abundance in my heart and body and soul that I can share that love with others. That the more I give, the more I have to give. It's a beautiful, beautiful situation, Roxa. I hope you're actually feeling that, and that you don't have to even think about whether this is coming to you. It's like this is just how things are for you right now. Nice. And if all it takes is for us here at the little Tarot Illumination live show to give you like a high five, like, we always knew that, Roxa. We always knew you were like that anyway. We love you because you're just generous and kind and loving and abundant. And we've noticed, okay? So, what's the challenge? Oh, despite all that, there's something keeping you up at night, okay? You don't have to tell us, but if you're really, really stressed out about it, then that's a problem. Now, if you're stressed out about your wealth and your abundance and your finances and your material world, being like this, and you love being this way, you like conducting yourself as a woman of abundance, as a woman of stature, as a woman of means, and maybe if you're doubting yourself, or circumstances around you are making you doubt yourself, please understand it is a challenge, but it is in your mind, okay? It's not necessarily the truth. It's not necessarily facts. It just might be a perception or an attitude, just a habit. Okay, you might be really, really good at putting yourself down in very, very subtle, very almost devious ways that are very effective at self-undoing, and you don't even realize you're doing it. And if that's how you behave, then that's a problem, because then that stops you being like this. Okay, so how are we going to deal with that? Okay, you're going to here's how you deal with it. Understand, like, you might be really, really smart. You might be incredibly hardworking, and you might have it all locked down and everything's good, or everything could be awesomely good and stable and wonderful with your home and your family, your finances, relationships, all of that good stuff. There's an extreme doubt about it, like it could all come falling apart at any moment. Please understand, Roxa, that you create your own destiny through your thoughts and your words and your deeds, okay? So if you insist on all these negative thoughts, then the result is that you create an outcome, a fate, that is negative, okay? So the way to deal with this, okay, is to understand that when you start creating your own reality, and you understand that the energy of heaven for you, to support you in any way, shape, or form, but it's up to you to accept it and handle it and steer it in a way. You just can't take it for granted, hardworking, that everything's going to turn out. It's not how it works. You have to surrender a little bit, and it can be very humbling to have to surrender to these really simple concepts that your own destiny. Like, if you think negative thoughts, you will get negative thoughts. What will appear as fate will actually have been your own self-undoing, okay? So you have to understand that. It's like a very, very nature of physics that can be very hard to understand sometimes. So if, okay, to pull all these swords out and find a way to look at things in a positive way and understand that everything is exactly as it should be, because you are meant to be here right now at this very moment live on Tarot Illumination, for Tarot Illumination to show this to you, so that you can understand that you can completely reprogram yourself for your better outcome simply by self-programming, okay? It's brainwashing yourself. Capture this sense of balance and abundance, okay? And you can do that. Here's an example of how to do it. I'm just going to give you, this is just another opportunity for giving you one of my little chant things that I do. I have a huge epic song based around these words, but I don't have the studio or the equipment or the microphones to do it. So one day, people, we'll have it. But for you, Roxa, right now, it goes like this. Ta-da! Okay, it goes like this. I am worthy. I am deserving to receive. I am ready. I am willing to receive. I'll say it once more and then we're done, okay? I am worthy. I am deserving. I am open to receive. I am ready. I am willing. I am able to receive. Okay? That's it. That's all you have to do. You brainwash yourself with that stuff. All right, Roxa? You got it. You can do this. Don't worry. And you got Tarot Illumination Campfire Crowd to help you along. One day you're going to just stand up and do a table dance with agave, and you're just going to shake your yayas out, and you're going to be disgustingly, deliriously happy, and you're going to show us how you did it. There you go. Thank you, Roxa. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, I said it wrong. It's Roxy. It's Roxy. Pardon me. Oops. Duh. Where's my spinner? I can't do this without spinner. Maria. Right. I hope I spelled this right. All the time. Marya. Maria. All right. I'm clearing the air, people. It's okay, Agave. We're not going to hold you to it. I'm just kidding around. About coming on the Tarot Illumination show. Don't worry. You're already gracing us with your presence, and we're just happy to have you here. Maria, you can't run away and hide. If you're here, you got to step up. So you got to let us know you're here. Okay, you're here. I see you. I see the name. I see the name on the board. We got you checked in. All right, let's just spin one more. We're going to cut it, and then we're going to read it. All right? All right. And then monster. Clearing again. All right, I need another sip. Cheers, everybody. Thank you for coming. All right, Maria, here we go. Let's make some room here, people. All right, what have we got? All right. What's the situation, Maria? Okay, so there's a lot going on, Maria. I don't know what it is. There's some blinding awareness of some new truth, and you feel extremely eager to get it out there. It's almost like I really want cool new stuff to happen to me in my life, in my world now. And I want the real thing. I'm fed up with bullshit and crap. Fake this, fake that, phony this, phony people, phony relationships, phony jobs, fake. I want the freaking truth. Okay, so that's great, Maria. That's really, really awesome. And that's awesome that you live by the truth as well. Just understand that this isn't the energy of the whistleblower. That's more like the Page of Swords. But with this energy, it's almost like Page of Swords amplified. So as valiant and exciting as you might want to be, as much as you might want to grab life and make it happen and deliver the truth and live by the truth, and you want other people to live their truth and be truthful to you as well. But just in your excitement, don't away. Don't cut anybody up with your words, and don't let anybody cut you up with their words, okay? Because words can be extremely cutting and painful and damaging, as hard as any fist in your face, okay? So there's a lot of energy power here, Maria. You being expressive in this way, or others being expressive towards you. But just be careful, okay? Very, very careful right now. So what is the challenge here? Okay, maybe you're feeling like, I don't want to say like disempowered, but disempowered, okay? Maybe you're having trouble rising up to your strength, your true power. Maybe you are fired up and you almost, I don't want to say this in a very rude way, but if you have a little bit of energy of being conceited or overblown or very like, right, I am always amazing, and I know that just because I'm so awesome, and then you might be realizing that situations that are happening around you are comfortable, and it's forcing you to have to come into spiritual balance with yourself. In other words, oh my gosh, I am Maria, and I've just realized that if I've been creating things through my words and actions that weren't what I wanted. And other people have been holding me to the same thing. And that's just not fair. It's actually disempowering. And I don't want to live that way anymore. And it makes me feel like I am disempowered, or I'm disempowering myself, or other people are disempowering me. And that's not good. Maria. Now, this is more to do with power, but I'm sort of like energy of love trumps everything else. Okay. So if you're struggling with like the battle of the ego, very, very strong energy. So Maria, if you have a tendency to be very strong-minded, very willful, very dynamic, of expectations for yourself and others, and it's not happening, then it might be that your willpower is just too dominant right now, and it needs a balance more with the spiritual aspects of yourself. But that can be hard to do. It can be very, very hard to do. It's having to be very humble. And sometimes it's extremely hard, especially if you're a very strong-minded and willful person. So how are we going to deal with this? Okay, so that whatever's happening around you, let's just say that there are things happening to you, Maria, that it's very hard for you to step into your power, into your own light, and be that really, really shiny, bright person who you're supposed to be. And you're struggling with that. The idea to take a time out, and it's like accept that there are things that you don't know about yourself yet that still need to be learned. And it might be like a good idea to like step back, observe your life. I'm not saying you have to go into deep meditation. All I'm suggesting here is that to like go into a larger, bigger, broader perspective. And it might be very humbling, like looking at yourself from other people's perspectives, you for a while, and put yourself in everyone else's shoes, and then look back at you and ask like what's actually going on here? Because you might see yourself in your whole life in a completely new perspective. And that could be very, very enlightening for you. That's what you need right now. It's just going into that state of mind could be very awkward. It means you have to deliberately like detach your ego from the situations, from your expectations, and just allow the truth of the situations to happen without having to manipulate them or control them or anything. Just let things be for a while, and then take a look. Be the observer of your own life for a while. Pretend you're watching your life as though you're watching a movie of you a little while, and then see how you feel a little bit later. Give yourself a couple of weeks. Like, do that all the way up to the full moon, okay? Feel. All right, Maria, I hope you get something out of that. I hope it means something to you. Yeah, screw this, fuck that. Tell them all to F off. If people are messing with you, just understand you're part of the equation, and you might have to detach yourself. Okay? Sometimes the best thing to do is detach yourself from the drama. And you say, in other words, I don't need this anymore. I don't need this bullshit. Fuck it, I'm out of here. Screw that. Screw you. I love me more than the need to prove that I'm right to you assholes. Blah, 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 blah. All that kind of stuff, you know? So anyway, moving on. Sorry, I got my language. Sorry. Oops. Sorry. Let's clear that. Ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling. All right. All right. Okay, we're moving along. Stefania. Estefania, are you here? Where's my little, where's the post-its? Estefania. Are you still here, Estefania? Did you go to bed already? Estefania. Oh, she left? Oh, okay. All right, sorry about that. Okay, we're going to spin again. There we go. Coco? I don't remember you getting, Coco? Is there a Coco here? Coco in the room. Is there a Coco in the room, please? Is there a Coco in the room? Look at all these. There's so many names here. I thought it was going to be a very quiet name. Quiet evening. Just look at Abby, Lisa, Joe, Colleen, Jessica, David, Justin, Favorite, Samira, Precious, Giselle, Gary, Agave, Margarita, Joe. It's a lot of people here. Already? Coco got rid already? Seriously? Oh, dude, I'm sorry. All right, moving on. Okay, I'm going to spin again, people. Giselle. Yeah, it's a small list tonight. It's a small list, okay? Giselle. Oh. Estefania's gone? Estefania's gone, but Coco's still here? Oh, I don't know. No, I do. I scratch the names out, but sometimes I forget, and the name gets back in the hat. I try to spin this thing so it lands. Oh, Giselle went? Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, Giselle went. Giselle went, Estefania. Okay, cool. Thank you for letting me know. It gets so confusing here. All right, I'm going to spin again. Hey, we've got two Joes here. I got two Joes. I got Joe. I got J-O and J-O-E. So I'm going to do, I've got J-O. Is J-O here? Okay, I'm going to. Joe, I see you. I don't know, she might have left. I mean, we have some people check in and they check out. You know, they stay for a few minutes. Fed up. Oh, let's have a look. Joe, yay. Okay. Joseph Mary, you're here. Right, Joe. Well, there's two right Joes, but I got your Joe. So let me do that. Okay, I'm scratching it so I don't mess up later. All right, Joe, this is what we got. Let's have a look here. I had to grab some beverage. All right, here we go. All right, with a cut. Big, big, big. Little, big. Little, big. All right. Situation. Challenge.
How are we going to handle it? All right, Joe, what's going on? All right, just clearing, just clearing, just clearing. All right. All right, situation. Let's have a look. Okay. I don't know what it is, but something very exciting is happening, or you want it to happen, or it's coming at you. Maybe you're feeling very expressive towards someone else. That's interesting. I wonder who that could be. I wonder what that might be. I wonder if this is something to do with matters of the heart. The hots for somebody, or maybe somebody's got the hots for you. Joe, if you're single or married, young or older, it doesn't matter. The energy of passion rages through us in waves and ripples at all points in life. And if you're having one of those big waves right now, then that's awesome. It's very, very this when this kind of comes in, it's almost like almost like storm weather, but nice storm weather, or storm weather that's clearing and it leaves a really beautiful sky. Okay, beautiful. So there's no indication here yet whether this is matters of the heart. But Joe, if really feeling inspired, but it's not happening, okay, that could be a problem. If you're feeling like you would like to be more inspiring or be more inspired, well, let's work on that. If someone's coming after you and they've seriously got the hots for you, that we don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but we're going to look at it anyway. So what's the challenge with this? Maybe things are not all the way they seem. Okay? Maybe things are just a little off. There's something not quite right about the situation. If the situation is potentially very, very exciting, and you kind of want to run into it or do it or have it or be it or love it or cherish it, and somebody wants that from you perhaps, deep down inside, you feel that there's something wrong going on here. There's something out of whack. You might have a chance you might get burned, or somebody is not being truthful or honest in a situation. That's a problem. Okay, that's not good. So ouch, that's a little bit of an ouch kind of feeling here right now. And now if this is to do with you fooling yourself, that's not good either. Either way, it's not good news. You don't want to be fooling yourself or tricking yourself or betraying yourself or undermining yourself in any way, shape, or form, okay? No matter how exciting things may be. A very old habit. You might be very good at ignoring the truth about a situation because you want things to happen and work out in such a way that's exciting and fun and satisfying right now. But in the end, that can be a challenge. You can end up hurting yourself and other people. Or it could be that other people end up hurting you unwittingly. Happen because you were in some kind of state of self-betrayal, but you might not even be aware of it because people are extremely, extremely good at self-sabotage, okay? This self-sabotage stuff, okay? So it's a problem for you right now, Joe. So how are we going to deal with it? Okay, you're going to freaking take charge, okay? You're not going to let yourself be swayed by the passions or your own powerful passions. You might be a very passionate person, and that's wonderful to have all that energy. And it might be that you inspire others too, and that's great. But if it's overkill and you get all swept up in it, lose touch with the truth of the situation, you get swept up in the passions, that can end up backfiring very badly. So how do you deal with that? You of your passions. You have to become like as far as I know, I can't tell
male or female. I'm just saying, I'm guessing, Joe, you're a girl. I don't know. But let's just say you are. It's a question of the way to deal with it. Come in charge of your passions, your fire, your spirit, your emotion, your fire, your drive in life. It's almost like if you're like a kind of a wild child and mature, the way to handle these situations, if you have long-term repetitive situations where awesome stuff happens and then it backfires, you might want to blame everyone else and everything. It could be that it's your own self undoing, in which case, extremely hard stuff to cure. So you have to find a way, especially by doing this, coming on the Little Tarot Illumination show and getting this kind of reflection, because I feel I'm saying things that are very kind of unpleasant. But sometimes it's really good to have third-party perspective in a way where there's no judgment here, okay? No one's going to judge anybody for this, but if you are very, very good at self-sabotage, even though you mean well, even though you have the greatest intentions, then that's, in the end, it's not good for you or anybody. So it's very, very important that you take charge, you come into a level of mastery, and you start to conduct yourself, control of your passions and your energies, your desires, your wishes, and all of that, even if it's just raw sexuality or raw fighting spirit, whatever that might be. It's very, very important to become the master of that energy in your own life so that you can, like, instead of being led by your passions, you own your passions, okay? Thank you, Joe. That's all I got for you. I hope it makes sense. We're going to move on. We still got a lot of people to read, okay? Okay, I got to get the whole deck in the right order here. Pardon me. Sorry, people. I hope I didn't hurt your feelings, Joe. I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings here, but I like to call it as it is in such a way that it's like constructive and useful. All right? Thanks, Joe. Hey, I want to take this time to say I'm sorry to everybody who left because it got boring or they didn't get their reading and they wanted it quick and early and then in and out. And I don't know what else to do. I mean, I've kind of given these little surveys and hints about where I'd like things to go down the road, but it's not going to happen overnight. I've got to get serious upgrades in equipment, camera, computer, and then we have to have enough subscribers. I was thinking about road, but and it sounds incredibly ambitious, but I feel like, oh, I have to get something like 10,000 subscribers before we kind of dare to go into the subscription model. Not everybody might know about this, but we're testing out things to like have a Tarot Illumination 2, so we can do some really premium high-end content shows where we can have private meetings and stuff, and we can have storytelling. It's going to be just like Tarot Illumination Live, but it'll be much, much better, if that makes any sense. People and guests and stuff, like a little real-life TV chat show. Anyway, Joe, thank you. All right. Wow, I'm just going to spin it, people. I'm going to spin it, spin it, and spin it. My list is kind of messy because I got excited. Agave, you are up. Is Agave still here? I think I just saw her name on the chat list. Agave. Agave. Agave, you're up. Agave, you are up. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I hope I don't scare you away. Sometimes the things that come out of my mouth really scare me. I saw a new name. What's that? Stay there. Hold on a minute, Agave. M. Tonar. M. Tonar. I'm going to put the name on even if we never get to read you. Someone else. Wait a minute. Stay there, stay there, stay there, stay there, stay there. Hold on, people. I saw something. Janet. 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 Welcome, Janet. M. Tonar. Okay, I got to reset the chat thing. Stay there, everybody. Hold on. Stay there. Whoa, 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 whoa. Pippi, who's Pippi? Pippi. Pippi. Welcome, Pippi. Hi. Everybody say hi to Pippi. Hi, Pippi. Fairy tale, like Pippi Longstockings. I don't know who that is, but I heard the name somewhere. All right. I have a feeling I'm going to have to sing a song soon, just to sort of break up the momentum, kick some of the logs around the fire, you know, and we'll all like play musical chairs or something like that. All right, we kind of do a musical chairs thing here, just for kicks, just for fun, just to break it all up. So if anybody wants to change places with anybody else around the big fat circle, okay. I gotta think of which song am I gonna do. Hi, Pippi. All right, Agave, you're up. I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna do a fat one there and a really skinny one there. So this is the top. All right, Agave, what we got? What do we got for you? Here's the situation. Here's the challenge. Deal with it. Okay, my poor computer, it's so hot and it's smoking and there's flames coming out of the computer, but we're gonna handle it, okay? This is it. Here's your reading, Agave. Thank you very much. Good night. It's wonderful. Bye. That joke earlier. Okay, sorry, boring. Here's the situation. Aha! Look at this. Another synchrodipity moment at Tarot Illumination Live. Okay, what is going on, Agave? There's something. Let's look at the positives here. Let's just say your life is just going fine. That you're this amazing burlesque dancer, you've got awesome skills, everything is great. And yet, there is something more. We know that, you know that. Seeking more, always wanting more. It's the human nature to want to grow and evolve. Otherwise, we stagnate and devolve. So, Agave, it might just be that under the impression that if I just keep working harder and harder and harder at being me, then everything will be fine. But it might just be that you're fooling yourself. It might be that you have to take a whole new approach to your life and your world and think smarter. Okay? Just do things in a whole new way that you never thought of before. Okay? So sometimes this card can be read so many different ways, but for you right now, Agave, I get the feeling like it's almost like it's one of those, wow, I never ever thought about that. It never occurred to me, but maybe if I just do a bit of this, do a bit of that, do a bit of this, but it's not about working harder and harder and doing more and more of the same thing that you're already very gifted at doing and living and being. It might be a smarter way to do it. So don't worry. So what's the challenge? I feel a lot of evolutionary energy. I feel like, Agave, you really want to grow. That's what I feel. Somehow, some way. What's the challenge? But you're having difficulty making decisions about what way to go and how to do it. That's very obvious. It's extremely obvious here, Agave. So maybe that's why you ended up on the Tarot Illumination place, you know, maybe to get some insight, maybe to get some feedback from people. What you will notice, Agave, is that everybody here is very supportive of each other. So, if you want to have conversations amongst yourselves and somebody has some kind of like spontaneous insight for you, know the people, but they might have a little tip about how to like recalibrate the whole of agave, and so you might, these decisions on your own can be extremely challenging. Sometimes it really helps to talk to complete strangers here, like the people here at Tarot Illumination. Okay, we're from all over the place. In common is that we're all here to try and get some better light on our lives so that we can be happier and be more loving in our lives. And you are here by your own volition. Agav, you came here somehow or other, you were fated, you ended up here. And from my perspective as your reader right now, it feels to me is that you needed to come here to get this reading, to come to a realization that you have to make important decisions and take a whole new perspective on life about how to move forward. It's just that you are very, very reluctant, because the chances are that you're really already very good at who you are and what you do. So it's trying to figure out, how can I top myself? Okay, so let's figure out, how can we figure that out? Okay, all I'm going to say is you got to love yourself more, but in a way that you're not used to doing. It might be that it's time to take a really good self-evaluation, and maybe you're expecting too much from one thing, and maybe there's a whole new perspective and aspect to life that still needs to be tapped, that you never really took seriously before. And that can make you feel more wealthy and more abundant than ever before. It's just that it might be very new and different for you. And in order to deal with these conflicting thoughts and energies and challenges, making decisions about how to move forward, probably nothing to do with the mind at all. It's much more to do with maybe coming down to earth, getting a reality check, and your loved ones and your family, having some really good conversations and figuring out, I'm this wonderful agave person, but I know there's something more. I know I'm worth all this. I deserve all this. I just want to know how to advance and proceed. And the way to do that is be really open with it, like we're being here right now. Okay? And all the answers will come to you, and it will come to you in very tangible, three-dimensional ways that you can understand, so that you rise up into this newer level of mastery, the newer, bigger, brighter, better agave. Okay, I hope that makes sense. I hope I didn't say anything that hurt your feelings. Thank you, agave. Thank you so, so much. Okay, we're gonna move on. We're going to move on, people. By the way, I'm doing this. Abby, are you still here, by the way? I wanted to say something. About Abby? Sharon, hi. Hi, Sharon. I'm just putting your name on. That doesn't mean I'm going to get to you, but Abby, did you go already? Anyway, we'll talk about it later, okay? We'll talk about it later. The signal looks really crappy now, people. Looks really, really crappy. Yes, hi, Abby. I hope you don't mind, but I'm just going to tell everybody, all right? Everybody, Abby is an energy healer extraordinary, okay? and she's super highly certified and qualified. And I'm just letting you know, we've talked about the whole idea of her being like a guest when we go into Tarot Illumination 2, like the Super Tarot Illumination channel. It'll be a subscription channel, and everybody has to put in $1 a month. So it's super, super, super cheap, but we need quite a lot of subscribers. So that's why I was saying we need to keep Tarot Illumination going for a while to get enough subscribers, so that little subscription channel, it's a separate channel, but we have enough subscribers to make it happen, so I can afford to keep the platforms going, because it involves like these softwares that cost money to run. And then Abby's going to be like a guest, and we're going to talk about energy healing of love. And how, what is energy healing? How does it work? How is it working for you? So we're going to have Abby there, and she's going to be the guest for the show. Plan it out. So we're going to have like questions, and we're going to have questions and answers, and people can tell their stories, and then Abby can give us her feedback and some guidance and some advice and explanations about energy healing. You know, that's my world too, but I do it through tarot and astrology and music and art. Deal. Okay, so I'm just letting you know, everybody, Abby has agreed to come on the show. Okay, yay, Abby. Yep, I'm just doing the promotional warm-ups, Abby, because it could be months before we ever get to doing the show. All right, I'm just trying to think ahead. But yeah, Abby's going to be on the show herself for real. Okay. Yes, it's going to be really exciting, people, and we're going to have guests. We're going to have like audience members. Okay. We'd probably be able to like take, 10, 20, 30 people or whatever. It's going to be fun. Lori, hi, Lori. Oh, gosh. It's pretty late. All these latecomers are starting. So Abby Love Tribe. The Abby Love Tribe. All right, people, we got to keep going. We got to keep going. All right. So I just had to put that in there, Abby. I hope you don't mind, but I got all excited about it. And I know you're going to be a fabulous guest on the show. Yeah, Valerie. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. Hey, it's really late, people, but all the latecomers, maybe they saw the campfire burning way, way in the distance. Flames just shot up, and it just got super powered, and sparks were flying up into the sky, and people saw it, because it seems like a few people are showing up that honestly, I didn't see them earlier. There's no way I'm going to get to everybody. David. David, I know you're out there. David, you're a total diehard, okay? The extra logs to the fire. You bring all the fuel. You bring all the excitement. You always want to be first in line for a reading, but sometimes you've stayed right up till the bitter end just to get your reading. One coming right now. Oxy, flames are burning bright. Flames are burning, burning bright, for sure. Sorry, I didn't. I wrote, you already got a reading. I just put that up there. I was to get a little bit goofy, people. We've only been going 2 hours, and I'm already getting goofy. Okay, David, you are up. I know you're here. I know you're here. All right. I want to sing a song. I think I'm going to sing a song after we do David's reading, okay? Because we're just starting to warm up and just starting to have fun here. It gets a bit crazy. If anyone has a little flask and you've just been sipping quietly to yourself, it's about time you started passing it around, okay? Some of us are not as good at planning ahead as you are, whoever it is. If one of you's got a flask, I wish I could have a sip right now. I got to tell you. I'm going to cut. I'm going to super cut. All right. Oh, hey, Joe. Oh, I'm sorry I didn't get to read for you. Joe, next time come over, okay? Bang, 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 very, very hard. Never had a reading, okay? And we'll just put you like straight in the front of the list with no spinning of the wheels, nothing, okay? Something like that. Joe, see you, Joe. All right, David, you're up. Situation, challenge, how to handle it. All right, David, look here. Could be anything, all right, David? We don't know. Moving on, people, moving on. Maybe it's like much emotional turbulence. You've had this moment of crystallization where you realize, like, you know what? It doesn't even matter. I'm happy anyway. I don't want to let all my expectations in what I think should be or how they should be. I may be the most intelligent, hardworking, smartest, loving person in this world. To like have that being proved back to me, I don't have to have that from other people or anyone else. I can generate and create my own happiness from inside, even if it means I have to move on in my understandings about how life works. I can take all my gifts and talents with me. I've got this, I got that, I got that, I got that, I got this. I have all this wisdom and knowledge and awareness, understanding. But if there's just too much crap going on, sometimes it's best to just like let it be. And instead of trying to figure it all out, you just evolve and you move on and just let the next wave happen in life, whatever that is. Okay, so this is very, very wise. This is very wise energy here, right? Okay. It's very, very encouraging here because there's open skies. Oh, ow, ow, ouch. Okay, David, I don't know if this is real or if it's imagined, but either way, okay, and if you are doing an extremely good job of being very brave, deep, deep pain, then bravo. Okay, that's great. If, well, the cool thing is that you're here, you're hanging out with us tonight anyway. It's just like, you know what? It doesn't matter how shitty it gets. Too much pain in matters of the heart. Out and have fun with my people anyway. You know what? Because that's what we do. You have a right to be happy, even if you're devastated. Even if you feel you're devastated. Even if you're scared that you're going to be devastated, okay? That's a big challenge. Nobody wants that. How are you going to deal with it? Oh, okay. Well, if this is all making you feel very wobbly and unstable and unsure about yourself and who you are, who you really, really are, and what you thought was your reality and your world and your heart and your feelings, and you had so much vested in this, outcome is that there's potentially a lot of pain in matters of the heart here. And it's making your life, even though you might be conducting yourself as a very noble, stable, responsible gentleman on the surface, if deep down it feels like there's a lot of heartbreak and it's moving on, feel extremely wobbly inside if you're honest with yourself, out of sense of like holding your dignity up as a person, you don't want to show that. In other words, even though there might be a lot of pain inside or potential pain on its way, very hard to deal with it. The way to deal with it is allow it to happen. In other words, it's just allow yourself to feel like emotionally like broken or disturbed or disoriented. It could be so disorienting that it's almost like somebody whacks you on the head, especially if you've received messages that are unwelcome regarding matters of the heart. It can be devastating to the point where it makes you feel like you literally just being whacked on the head and you're like almost unconscious. And that's the way to do it, is just to allow it to happen, okay? And if it means moving on into an unknown, into a whole new shadowy, scary place where there may not feel a lot of sense of hope and light, then the healthy thing to do is do that anyway, okay? There are moments and periods of like scary shadows that we don't understand. Cyclical process of life, but it is a pathway, and it might feel scary, but you do have the courage and the energy to move on, and you will move on, whatever it is it might be. And if it feels like you didn't even deserve this, of whatever pain and suffering, and you really didn't want to move on, and you thought things were going to be the way they should be according to your determination, and it's not happening, it might be okay to like allow all the subconscious energies to flood to the surface and have a big emotional moment and allow it to flow through you. And don't let yourself be crippled by this energy. It's almost like it's almost like saying to yourself, it's just like, I can handle this anyway, because you already know that you are loving and that you are loved. Work out in the ways that we want, but deep down you are loving and you are loved, okay? You're a very strong, generous, warm-hearted person, and you deserve everything that you deserve. But right now, at this moment in time, the way to handle whatever's happening is to allow it to happen, even if it's really, really scary. All right, that's what I got for you, David. Hope I didn't hurt anybody's feelings here. I really don't like doing that, but you know, and this reading might not make any sense to you, David, but it might be absolutely crystal truth for somebody else. If that, yeah. Hey. Okay, I'm gonna move on, people. We're gonna move on. Yes, exactly, Delia. Exactly. The sun is behind the moon. All right, we're going to spin, people. We're going to spin. Janet? Is Janet still here? Janet? Zoe, welcome. Hold on, I got to put Zoe in the room. Zoe, look. Janet. Janet. Destinate 22 people? I only got about, okay, I've obviously got my notes wrong. Janet. Is Janet here? Is Janet in the house? Is Janet around the campfire? Janet. Y-A-N-E-T. Janet, Miss G, hi. Yay. Maybe you fell asleep around the campfire and just got all dozy, but it's now you. You're up. Janet. Janet. 22 people. Seriously, DQ? 22? Quiet night. I thought we were going to get like 10, maybe 11 people. And if that and if that's 22, and we had a lot of people coming and going already, then we kind of had a packed house. We're just going to have to build a bigger campfire, people. That's all there is to it. We're going to have to find a way to build this out and find a way I don't know. I don't know how to do it yet. We're still on a very steep learning curve here at Tarot Illumination, okay? Go. Janet, you are up. You are up. All right. All right. I want to sing a song. I decided I'm going to take a moment. I need to chill a minute. I need to get a glass of water and sing a song. Opportunity to do this much. It's like doing live, what do they call, open mic night. So stay there a minute. I'll come back to you in a moment, Yana. I just want to get the guitar and sing a little song. Okie dokie, okie dokie, okie dokie. I had a song marked up here for you. And it is, at the beginning, I got this one here. Don't go away, don't go away. All right. Sun's rain shine upon me. Do do sun rain. Okay, people. Hey, Margarita. Hey, Margarita. Oh yeah. Hey, Margarita. I know it's probably late where you are, so I'm gonna dick around with the. You know, I'm not even gonna do it. You can't even read the lyrics anyway. It's stupid. So I'm gonna sing a song, and then. Sun's rays shine upon me. Clouds are shifting, storms are clearing. Step out from your shadows and listen to the voices that you are hearing. There's a pot of gold standing there below. You're not wasting time chasing rainbow. Watch the raindrops glitter. See the 7 colors shimmer. Walk out from your shadow and listen to the voices that you're hearing. There's a pot of gold standing there below. You're not wasting time chasing rainbow. Yeah, they're all original. Good night, everybody who's falling asleep and can't stay. May the spirits shine upon you in return for what you've given, and light the world around you, and cast a ray of hope that makes it worth living. There's a pot of gold standing there below. You're not wasting time chasing rainbow. Yeah, you're not wasting time chasing rainbow. There you go. I just wanted to break it up a little bit. I know I'm going to record it and put it on the little playlist so you can hear it properly. It probably sounded really crappy over there. I'm sorry it's so late, everybody. I started early. All the songs are original. Yeah, it's all original stuff. Okay. So, Janet, you're up. I just had to get out of my head there for a minute and sing you a song, okay? BSU, I don't have you on the list. I'll never get there. God, it's a packed house. I thought it was going to be so quiet tonight. Yikes. You guys caught me off guard. All right. Right, Janet. We're shuffled, okay? You saw that. Big, big. Little big. Little big. Janet, here's the situation, okay? How are we going to deal with it? We're going to use the Tarot Illumination team to figure it out. So don't you worry. Sleep. Tarot Illumination will put you fast asleep before you know it, okay? Don't you worry. Don't you worry. All right. What's the situation, Janet? Oh, what's the matter? What you worried about? What's the problem? Jeepers. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And if there's something like that's really, really hurting you deep inside, it's just stressing you out to the point where you don't know what the bleep to do, don't worry. We've all been through a lot of this, okay? Everybody here at the Tarot Illumination live show tonight, this kind of hell. This card very, very well, okay? But it does not rule our lives, okay, Janet? This is not going to rule your life. This is in your head. Okay, Janet? This is in your head. Okay, now you might think you have every reason for all this pain and suffering in your head and did something horrible to you. Maybe you lied to somebody. Maybe somebody lied to you. Maybe you're going broke. Maybe you've lost something. Maybe somebody really hurt you. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Out of your head, okay, and that's fine, but it can affect the whole of your life and your body. Control of this. So what's the challenge with all of this? It feels fated. It feels like it's almost out of your control. Please understand that everything, including this shit here, it should be. And why is that? It's because everything is exactly as it should be, because it can't be any other way. It is. Things are the way they are. And if it feels like it's very fated, like you didn't deserve it, then that's how it's supposed to feel, because the reality is, this is your pain. This is your pain. This is your suffering. This is your anxiety. And it's all yours, and it's in your head. You own it. You feel it's not yours, and fate is taking over. That's understandable. It can be very frightening. It can feel like fate is taking over your life and you didn't deserve all this shit. Okay? But it doesn't have to be that way. But understand that this could be, get all preachy here or sound like I have the answers already. Hold on. Let's just do this. Let's look at this way we're going to deal with this. Okay. It's so simple. All right, Janet. If there's an awful lot of things, if there are things that are happening around you, Janet, and it feels like it's beyond your control, and it's all falling apart, and you don't deserve it, the reality is things are exactly as they should be. So the way to deal with it is allow it to happen. If things are falling apart and the pain is really, really, really coming to the surface, Please treat that as a gift, okay? As you are discovering in your life what needs deep healing. This makes sense. Please treat this as a gift. Fate, if you want to call it fate, is opening things up for you. So all your sources of pain and suffering, whether you caused them or someone else caused them, it doesn't matter. It's all coming to the surface. And it's a chance for healing, because as it comes to the surface, you can kill them off and remove them one by one. You swords, because you realize these were all in your mind anyway. And you'll go through a big transformation, okay? And it might feel very, very painful as you allow the transformation to occur. What to do is literally, like, as they say, let go and let God, okay? You surrender to what you might call fate. You just allow all the shitty things to come up to the surface, and you weep and you cry and you moan and you complain and you suffer. But that's part of the transformational healing process. It's the pain coming to the surface, if that makes sense. Does that make sense, Janet? It's very, very painful just to have the pain come to the surface, but you have to reveal it to heal it. You need to know what this pain is in order to heal it. And if you've been hiding this or burying it, it seems that the time has come for you to accept what it is so that you can heal it. It looks like there's a lot of pain and suffering here that needs healing. So you have to reveal it to heal it. And it's happening right now. This as a blessing. However painful it may be, the more painful it is, the more healing is required, okay? So I hope that helps to you look at the pain and suffering in this way. All the anxiety and the confusion. It's a very powerful signal that there are things that need healing. Transformational healing through the healing power of love, okay? So you allow the healing power of love to move into your life and through it. Let everything that's dead and gone and that's not true and it's not working, it has to die. It has to go. And a whole new life will unfold. Okay? There is light on the horizon, okay? Don't you worry, Janet. God, I hope I didn't scare you. I just called it out as I see it. Thank you for being here, Janet. I hope I didn't say anything really horrible. Oh man, I just saw that BSU. What's the problem, BSU? It says here you've been crying a lot and you can't help it and it's uncontrollable. Hi, Abby. I'm glad you're still here. Maria, good night. Thank you for coming. It's been lovely. I know it's probably really late where you are. Okay, I don't want to get all weepy and sad here. Maybe if we want to go all really private and weepy and sad, there's a way to do that, okay? But we need to do it in private. We're having fun tonight here at the campfire. So if any of you are having a really weepy breakdown moment, you're in a very, very good place. You're surrounded by a network of love and healing, okay? You're surrounded by the healing power of love. You're swimming in it, okay? You're literally swimming in it right now. Yeah, it's a nuclear reactor. All right, I gotta make some marks here. I got to. Pippi. Pippi, 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 Pippi. Pippi. Yeah, it's getting late. I know it's getting late for a lot of people. If you gotta go, you gotta go. It's okay. You know, don't worry. We'll do this again another time. And if you didn't get a reading tonight, hopefully you'll get one another night, okay? Pippi? Pippi? Pippi, are you here? Hi, Delia. Yeah, we read for you earlier. You can stay as long as you want. I don't care. That's fine by me. It's wonderful. Pippi. Whoa, Pippi, are you still here? Came and went. I don't know. I don't know. You know what? It's time, people. Yay. Thank you. Pippi, yay. It must be a really long delay. In case you can't tell, Pippi, I'm kind of at that point. We're past the point of no return here. Happens on a good campfire, like where everything gets really weird and trippy, and people start saying things they should never have said, and they meet people they've never met before, and they fall out of love, and it's a very beautiful thing, and the flames go far, far, far into the sky, and the sparks fly and they spread everywhere, and it's a beautiful thing. Great. We're just simply celebrating being together, that's all. Nothing more, nothing less. With all our tears and all our sorrows, with all our joys and all our laughter. One big mushy thing here. All right, Pippi, you're up. Pippi, you are up. Shh. Okay. All right, Pippi, this one's for you. Gather close. Here's your situation. Here's challenges. Deal with it, all right? If it gets really sensitive and awkward, I apologize now. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. Thank you for being here, Pippi. And you're in the right place at the right time for the right reasons. And you don't have to explain it or justify it to anybody. Accept you as you are. Oh. Are you walking away from things fulfilling, Pippi? What's happening should happen? Or is that happening to you? I feel this is more like your energy, Pippi. And there's nothing really good or bad about any of this. It's just that sometimes you reach, like in all things in life, it's very cyclical, like waves on the ocean. You reach a point of fulfillment. And it's like there's nothing more here. There's no harm, no harm intended, but it's time to move on. You yourself, Pippi, have come to a realization that I have reached like a saturation point of fulfillment. Like everything is shared that had to be shared, all the good and all the bad, all the heartbreak, all the joy, all of it. Been there, done that, and it was beautiful. But this chapter, this little chapter of your life here with all this love, it's over. And it's time to move on. Because life is actually a perpetual journey. We're always evolving. want to be stagnating forever. It's just time to discover that there is more to discover. And that's cool. That's wonderful, actually, especially when it comes to matters of the heart. Sometimes we don't want to evolve or grow in the matters of the heart because sometimes it's very, very painful as we come to realizations about what love is as opposed to what we thought it was. But it's okay. There's no judgment here. There's no grudges. There's no spite. There's no resentment. None of that. It's just pure, pure love. It's just that this cycle is over. What's the challenge, though? Oh, you might not want to. You might not really, 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 truly want to move on because deep inside you might be conflicted about matters of the heart. The whole idea of moving on is unacceptable because it's like it's riddled with pain. Even though you know deep down, like the chapter, life might be over when it comes to matters of the heart. In your mind, it's a very different story. Like in your soul, you're perfectly okay. You know this. You know how things are in your soul. But in your mind, it's much more about like, oh my God, I don't think I can face this. I can't handle it. I don't want to know. There's so much wrong with all of this. It doesn't make any sense to me. I can't deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. There's still so much crap that's unresolved. There's still so much crap between myself and others and myself that doesn't make any sense to me from moving forward. And I'm blocking others from moving forward. And I don't know how to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. Okay. But a lot of that's in your mind. Okay. This might not be as bad as it seems, but right now it might feel very, very daunting for you and challenging for you, like on an intellectual level. How am I supposed to freaking move on? To in my brain, even though in my heart and soul, we've already moved on. Okay, so there's a lot of separation here. This is an energy of separation between self and self, between the ego self and the soul self. That's okay, it's perfectly normal. It happens to all of us, okay? It's the battle of my will versus like divine will, if you want to put it that way. You know, so how are we going to deal with it? Oh, you're going to be happy anyway. Maybe it is time to move on. Maybe you're struggling with a relationship issue. And maybe it's not working out the way you thought. Maybe it's like a wedding or a party or a celebration that may still be, but it might be in a very awkward, challenging point of evaluation right now where you're not really sure. In other words, matters of the heart might be very wobbly for you right now, and very disconcerting and very upsetting. And the challenge is dealing with it. You don't want to deal with it because it might have been that there was a lot of expectation going on that never really, really happened. But you know what? You don't want to let your disappointments or any heartache, it's not healthy, it's not good. You have to love you first. And it might be the best thing that you could do is if you are hurting in matters of the heart, and there are a lot of matters in your chest and you want to talk about it to heal it, the best thing to do is like, Pippi, I'm assuming you're a girl. It sounds like a girl's name. Like maybe go and hang out with your girlfriends, okay? Maybe the best thing you can do is just reconnect with your girlfriends and figure out all these matters of the heart. Just be really, really open and honest. And that's what people do sometimes. Like if somebody had a really bad bust up or something like that, or you're busting up, or you're just falling apart in matters of the heart and you don't understand it, you love. Hang out with the people who love you and just let it all out, okay? It can be very, very, very healing. Turn it into a party. Turn it into a Pippi healing party, okay? You're here anyway. It's time for a big, fat, instantaneous, spontaneous Pippi love hug. We love you, Pippi, anyway, even if there's all this shit going on. Don't worry. This is a good place to hang out. You can almost say whatever you want here, okay? Pippi, that's all I got for you. I hope it makes sense. We got to move on. There's still a lot of people here, apparently. I hope I didn't hurt your feelings, Pippi. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I did. All right, let's keep going, Pippi. Hold on. Stay there. A Pippi party, yay. Favorite. Samira, Justin. Moi, BSU, Antonov, Zoe. Zoe? Is Zoe still here? Did Zoe go home already? Or is Zoe here? Yeah, could you check the room? It's very hard for me to go and check back in the room. It really helps if somebody can, like, you see what happens? Look, Zoe, you see what happens? Like BSU, notes up here on how you can help yourself. Okay. Okay, maybe Zoe went home. Okay. Thank you, Zoe. Thank you, Pippi. So Zoe went home? Okay. Sorry, Zoe. I'm sorry we missed you. Good night, Zoe. Okay. Yeah, I did for Jan. Is Justin here? Justin's a guy, right? Somebody said Zoe's not here. Justin. It landed on Justin. I spun for Justin. Justin, are you still here? Is Justin still here? Okay. Well, Justin had to probably go home early or go to work. So Zoe's gone. Justin's gone. Okay. I think Derry went home too. I think she had to go to bed. Read. It's the whole of the internet, and I have a very, very tiny little camera. I've got to get a new camera, okay? A new camera is going to help a lot, all right? Valerie? Is Valerie here? Valerie. Is Valerie here? Is Valerie here? I'm already spinning. I already spun and landed on Valerie. Is Valerie here? Hey, Elizabeth, what are you, it's really late. What are you doing here? It's really, really late. What's going on? Hi, Elizabeth. How are you? You're here. Yes. All right. Valerie, you are up. Valerie, you are up. Okay. Just going to do one last little spin. You know, it's amazing. I can't believe we're still going, honestly. I was so freaking burned. I thought I felt like I was just, you know what? I love you guys. I just want to say you have all been so incredibly supportive. And it's really, really, really what keeps it going here. Support and the positive feedback. Because if that didn't happen, this would have shut down long ago. Early days for Tarot Illumination. I know it doesn't look like it because Tarot Illumination is just a tiny little channel. But if you knew what was going on behind the scenes here, I would be very, very proud to be a part of this later on, because I'm hoping that we all kind of build a long-term relationship. It's really, really important because as far as I'm concerned here at Tarot Illumination, we're planting seeds. It's all about the healing power of love, of heaven, and planting little tiny, tiny seeds, one little tiny seed at a time. And then you nurture the seeds, start to propagate and set little roots, just like other seeds. And it grows and grows and grows like a plant. It's very, very much about nature. And it needs a lot of nurture. And that takes time. It's like being a good farmer. Even though Tarot Illumination is about cards and esoterics and spirituality and, you know, the planets and all of that, it's actually much bigger. It's all about like, it's really, really about and the healing power of love. But even more than that, it's about the raw material, the raw ingredient of all healing, which is love. And the ultimate dedication is self-love. So it's going to be a long journey, a very long journey for all of us. And we're all going to learn on the journey together. So I'm inviting you to hang out for the long term. Like if you can't make it to the show or get your readings for a few weeks or a few months or whatever it is, it's okay. If things, hopefully Tarot Illumination will just keep going and it'll be like a little plant. Okay? And then eventually, you know, it becomes strong enough that it takes care of itself properly and we actually become fulfilling prophecy. Okay? So Valerie, it's all about you now. Okay, what do we got? Here's the situation, some challenges, and hopefully a way to deal with things, all right? Sorry, I had to clear them. All right, let's have a look. All right, Valerie, what do we got? Whoa. I wish I had this right now. Man. Yeah, I really do. I wish I had this. This is to me, this is like such a beautiful card. It's like, it looks so serene and beautiful, and there's this beautiful energy, and it's like a direct pipeline to heaven. And like you're so connected, and you're bringing the healing power of love down through you, your body, your spirit, right down to here on earth in very tangible, understandable ways that are good for all of us. But what a lot of people don't understand, Valerie, is that it takes huge, huge amounts of selflessness and surrender and willingness to surrender yourself to love, and a tremendous amount of self-love to be able to be this way and operate this way and function this way. Because deep inside this beautiful card, fearsomely like tumultuous furnace where a lot of alchemical reactions are happening. It's where you're taking all the crap in the world, all the garbage, all the junk, it into fertilizer, and that turns into fuel for future evolution and future growth. Even though this looks like a beautifully serene card, it's actually a very, very powerful card. It is about the art of alchemy. It is the art. It's the ability to do what they like, that magical thing in the old days where they would turn lead into gold. Of course, it's not possible. Like, it's a mythological story, but it's the same thing as like recycling. It's like taking garbage and turning it into gold. And that's what people do. There's a lady in China, she's a multi-billionaire, and she takes almost all the shitty, crappy cardboard boxes, paper packaging materials, and she recycles it all and turns it into brand new materials. That was garbage being turned back into gold, and she has made herself very wealthy accordingly. And that's the energy that you carry inside you, Valerie. So that's very, very beautiful. Somehow or other, you've got it. It may not show to you, it may not show to others. You just may be like this so naturally that, or maybe you take it for granted. But don't worry. We here on Tarot Illumination dig this. We applaud you. We respect you. But what's the challenge? Okay, maybe things are going on that you don't understand. So for all of this, please understand, Valerie, like perpetual. If you've risen to a point of evolution in your life and your world where you are like you're already aware of being divinely blessed in some things, even though certain aspects of your life might be absolute crap, deep down, there's gold and you know it. That's wonderful. However, because you're like a human being and you're here to evolve, you might be very, very challenged. This awareness that there's still more ahead. And that could be very confusing. It might mean that, like, you mean, are you telling me, Tarot Illumination, that I have to go deeper and deeper and deeper into the unconscious, deeper into the unknown, deeper into the shadows and the worlds of the great beyond? You're already doing that pretty well already. And deep down in your soul, you know that there's more to do, more to go. And that's a little bit daunting. It's a little bit frightening. It's like something very strange and weird, like coming onto this little thing to get someone like me to tell you that this is okay. It's okay to walk off into the shadows. It's like now at the campfire, and it's very dark, and it's very, very beautiful night, and the moon is out, okay, and we're having a wonderful time. But then you turn around and you look outside of you, away from the campfire, and it looks all dark and spooky, okay? And yet, and that might be scary for you because you love the comfort of where you are, being with love, being loving, being loved, and that's wonderful. There's more out there yet to discover and to know. And that could be a little scary. So it would be natural to turn back in campfire. This is a very strong reading, Valerie, in case you hadn't told. However, it could be that this is so good. Oh my God, this is freaky. I don't know anything about you, Valerie, but what I'm sensing here is that, like, somehow or other inside of you, in some kind of very weird way, you're discovering that you're in the right place at the right time for the right reasons, and that's perfectly okay. You don't have to tell us anything. And that by being willing to go out into the wilderness, into the darkness, into the shadows, if you're willing to face this stuff and do this and evolve into the newer, higher levels, then that's how you become happy. Okay. And it's almost like you got, again, this is like what often happens in this card, in this position, where it's about deal with your challenges. It's like you fake it till you make it. Okay. So if you're really, really scared about some amazing things that are happening, you have to dare yourself to be happy anyway. Like, it's okay, because deep down, this is secretly what I was wishing for. I am highly evolved. I know evolution is a continuous thing. I wish to evolve more, but the implication is that I'm going into even scarier, darker, spookier spaces than I ever imagined. I handle that. It's okay. You put on your brave suit, your happy suit, your smiley face, and you go out and do it, knowing that you're already guided and protected. Okay? It's not a problem. You can handle it. It's what you wished for. It's what you've got. It's what's coming at you. All you have to do is accept it. Okay? You'll be fine. You'll be absolutely fine. You've got us, okay? You've got the healing power of love. You're already a highly evolved being. You're going to be evolving into farther and farther into the unknown. Thank you so much. I'm glad I had a chance to do a little 3-card reading. Yes, introduce yourselves to each other. Hello, Valerie. Hello, Valerie. Hello, my name is BSU. Hello, my name is Sharon. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Zoe69. Oh, glad to meet you. So, hello. Oh, dude, yeah. Oh, you know what? Oh, look at that. Favorite darkness, you just put a little glass of wine. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to stop spinning. I'm going to stop spinning because I'm kind of burning out. And I'm just going to pick people off the list. I know I'm kind of breaking my own rules here, but I feel like I need to mess things up a little bit. Lisa Marie. I'm just captivated by your little story, and I am now showing favoritism. I'm not spinning anymore. Okay, I'm just letting you know. I'm going to read for you, Lisa Marie, because you said you're in your bed, and you're just hoping before you fall asleep that you get a reading. So we're just going to do it. Screw the system. Screw it. We're just going to do it. There is no system. We make it all up as we go along. Yay! Because we can. You know, I mean, like, it's just us, you know? Somebody told me a while ago that there are other tarot readers that come to Tarot Illumination. So it's like we're already kind of in a... Anyway, it isn't just me and then there's all you guys. It's like we're already advanced beings. All right? Each in our own little way. I mean, we wouldn't be here otherwise, would we? You know, each in our own quirky little way. We're all oscillating, resonating, and vibrating with the healing power of love. But it's very, very different experience for each of us. Because I get off on this too. Okay? I really, really do. I like being part of it. It's like it's not even me anymore. It's really just about the campfire. Okay? So, Lisa Marie. Lisa Marie, I hope you can read that. It's for you. Oh, man. Okay, I got to admit, people, I'm starting to fade. I'm not going to fade on your reading. I'm just letting you know that I'm starting to fade. And Tarot Illumination has to give Tarot Illumination some self-love. And I'm probably going to have to check out soon. So I'm just giving you some advance warning, people. There's probably only going to be very, very few readings left after this. Seriously, people, if I had the energy, I would do this every night. And I would mess it up. I would do it every other day and every other night because I want to do like the Europe crowd. And maybe there's like Russian crowd and maybe India crowd or something like that. But anyway, Lisa Marie, it's just that, you know, we all have physical limitations and the campfire burns out. We burn all the logs. We've burnt all the marshmallows. All the hot dogs are eaten. All the vegan salads are gone. All the soda, all the whiskey flasks towards the very, very bottom. And all we've got now are the big, fat, hot, burning embers full of sparks. And it's fun. But we do not are walking, okay? None of that shit. I don't want to be held liable for firewalkers who burnt their feet. I don't have insurance, okay? I don't have insurance on Tarot Illumination. All right, Lisa, you're up. I love doing this. You don't get it. It's love. Okay, Lisa. Let's have a look. What's the situation? Okay, there's so many different ways to read this. Oh, if you are feeling like all sort of like I'm feeling really kind of like saying this, but if you're feeling like very womanly at the moment, and you're actually kind of getting a taste of like, wow, this whole self-love thing, it's fucking weird. But actually it's kind of cool. Like, there's me, Lisa. There's just like my regular Lisa person, and I have all this, I'm all of this, and I'm all of that, and I'm good at this, and I'm not so good at that, and I'm not so good at that. But you know what? Who gives a shit? Awesome. And I kind of like it that way. But I don't want to get all big-headed and full of myself because I know it isn't all about the big ego trip. Self-love thing isn't about vanity and narcissism and self-indulgence and things like nepotism and self. It's much more about integrating spirit and soul to the point where, how can I say this, Lisa? It's to the point where your will, in other words, your three-dimensional Lisa becomes divine will, okay, where you integrate spirit and ego into being one unified thing, and it becomes full of passion and love, where you start becoming like, holy myself, I just fucking love myself. And it's not vanity, it's just like, god damn. I always kind of knew it, but I was always ashamed and embarrassed. But you know, it's okay. It's really, really cool. It's like giving yourself permission to get off on yourself, and that allows you to like open the door. And it's literally like the angels above you say, freaking time. Okay, it's about freaking time, Lisa, because now we, the energy of spirit, the healing power of love, the energy of heaven, now, because you've opened yourself to yourself, it can now fill you in your body and your spirit, okay? And so you become unified. The ego becomes sublimated to the will of heaven. And you become, it's almost like you become an instrument, okay? And that's real freaking, that's real power. It's not power of the ego, the self, it's the power of the soul. It's like the power of the whole of you, where you become fully integrated and you start to realize that the energy of love moves through you. It might be awesome already, but it's about allowing the energy to move through you. And that's real power. That's real strength, where you literally sublimate yourself. You surrender yourself to the energy of heaven and you let it move through you. That is real strength. That's real power. But what's the challenge? Oh, okay. Maybe you feel, well, maybe there is, in your world, maybe there is like a hierarchy, like a system, an institutionalized way of being that is, some people see this as a marriage card in certain situations. I'd be wishing for marriage, or bringing passion into a marriage, or being more open and loving and truthful in a marriage. Like honoring the code of marriage, what marriage really might be, as opposed to what you think it is. True marriage and the merger of oneself with another, or even becoming married with yourself, okay? Understanding that there are codes and ways of being that are bigger than you. And that can be very humbling experience, and very challenging experience when you may have to sublimate your ego in order to accommodate a higher order of understanding and way of being, and coming to terms with that. This is a very strong reading, Lisa. I have no idea what's going on. Please be sure to reinterpret this from the very wide, broad language and what works actually for you in your life right now. If you feel that if you're scared of some kind of institution or some kind of hierarchy or order being imposed upon you, scared, because you need to be the master of yourself, and it's not cool to be owned by like sublimating yourself to I'm trying to describe this without being offensive. Like, you don't want to hand yourself over to a cult so that you don't have to think anymore. That's not cool. I'm not saying you're getting involved in a cult or anything. It's just like of you, the boss of you, okay? Not anybody else. All right, so how are you going to deal with that? Look at this freak reading. I have no idea what's going on, Lisa, but these are all majors. Profound is happening in your life. This could be a long-term trajectory over the next few months. It could have been building up for months, and it could spread out over the next 6 months or so, okay? If something really profound is changing and happening in your life, and it means you're having to change your whole understanding and ways of being in order to evolve and grow into this new version of Lisa, and that is a challenge for you. And with this, okay, I'm going to say that I'm going to read this card in the absolute highest frequency understanding that I can interpret for you. That this is the most powerful and healing card in the whole deck. To allow anything that's like anything here that's fated, that involves change and transformation in your life, in your world, whatever that might be, overwhelming you, even though you might have wished for it, and it might be really good, and it might trigger like cataclysmic events in your life. The way to handle what's going on is to allow events to occur. In other words, if you had a tsunami, and you knew on the weather report that it's coming right at you, or a hurricane report, or a tornado report, or a flood report, and it's all over the news, it's all over the radio, everybody knows about it, everybody in your world knows about it, and you decide, like, you know what, that doesn't apply to me. Okay, that's a very immature way to deal with things. The best way to deal with things is, if there is a freaking tsunami coming at you, is just accept it and then move forward accordingly. How am I going to reintegrate life ahead and create a new order after this tsunami? Whatever the tsunami might be. It could be a spectacularly amazing tsunami of stuff. It could be horrific. It could be a freaking night. We don't know. So, okay, you don't have to tell us, okay? It's your reading. We're at the campfire. All you have to do is nod your head and go, oh, okay, I get it. No worries, no big deal. Or it doesn't make any sense to me. Maybe it makes sense to somebody else. Hope you get something out of it, Lisa Marie. Wow, that is a freak epic reading. Look at that. I mean, look at that, people. Jeez. How often do we get something like that? Anyway. Okay, I feel like, you see, when I get stuck in the reading, I can't look at the screen, so I have no idea what's going on around the campfire itself. Okay, so if people, it's like, it's getting pretty late for me. I don't know if I don't even know if the songs sound any good over this microphone or anything. I feel like I want to sing one little song and then kind of like call it quits, because I'm really kind of, I'm suddenly starting to crash out here. I'm really starting to crash and push it to the point where I resent going on any further. I would like to, what I want to do is apologize. Precious, what is it? What is it? What is it? Just spell it out. What is it? It says here, I have one specific question on my mind and the spirits are not answering me. What is it? Precious, what is it? What is your question? I'm going to sing a song after we deal with Precious and her question. Hey, Abby, I see you. Yeah, it's been a long day. Okay, here it is. I see it. Should I walk away from my soulmate? He left a year ago and he promised to be here in June. He hasn't talked to me. Oh. Ouch. Oh. Oh. Hey, Lisa, good night. Precious, that's a yes or no question. There's no way we're going to deal with that here around the campfire. That's like a private reading. And even in a private reading, a yes or no question is very, very challenging, and I wouldn't recommend it. Okay, I'm just calling that out there. We can talk about it. We could do a mini private reading or something, but please don't think of it as a yes or no. All we can do at Tarot Illumination is help you to make your own decisions, okay? Precious, don't worry. We're not gonna, we can't, it's way, That's a very, very big question, okay? If anyone else there has some really positive feedback and advice for Precious, feel free to let it out. And you can chat amongst yourselves on the screen, but I'm going to sing the little introduction song, and it's actually going to be my going home and good night song. I don't mind. Because a lot of the times we create our destiny through our words. The words we speak as they come out of our mouth come from the thoughts in our head. And then they slowly turn into our reality. So we have to really, really honor our words. Live by our words, because the words are like the source of creation. I'm going to change the lyrics. I'm going to sing about your words. Sing your words, okay? Instead of the word. I'm going to change it just for this live show. Sing your words. Chant your words. Speak your words. Dance your words. Say your words. Praise your words. Feel your words. Love your words. Live your words. Vibrate your words. Shake your words. Hum your words. Breathe your words. Whisper your words. Sign your words. Hug your words. Sing it now, owns your word. Chant the word. Speak the word. Dance the word. Say the word. Praise the word. Feel the word. Love the word. Live the word. Vibrate the word. Shake the word. Hum the word. Breathe the word. Whisper the word. Sign the word. Love the word. Sing it now. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 sing it now. Sign the word, love the word. I'm just going to leave it like that, people. Like that. We've been going 3.5 hours. Absolutely beautiful. I'm getting all kind of shaky and wobbly here. And I don't want to have my own little private personal mini breakdown on camera, which happens sometimes. But just take it from me. All the love that you guys create and that you share and that you bring into this room, into this space, even though it's a very strange, it's just as real as being at a real life campfire. It has exactly the same power. And it reaches very, very far and wide. And somebody said earlier about planting a garden of love. And that's kind of what we're doing, I guess. That's what it feels like to me. And I feed off of it. I feed off of your love. I really, really do. I just wanted to let you know that. You guys are a gift to me. And I love being here for you. And I wish I could do more. But that's all I got for now. It's been truly lovely. I think it's time for us all to go home and go to bed. And take it easy. And oh, so much. You know what? Fuck. I'm just gonna do that little picture because it makes me feel very happy when I make little doodles. Like we did last time. That's the fire. And there's the beautiful flames. And there's all the passion and all the love comes out of the fire and it blows around. And these are like little sparks. And there's all of you around the campfire. Beautiful. And I get to share this experience with you guys. And the beautiful thing is, a lot of energy healing stuff anyway on the side. What happens is when you willingly and deliberately invoke the healing power of love, when you deliberately invite the energy of heaven to come into you, and you are brave enough to share your hands with others like this, it amplifies like a nuclear fusion reactor. One tiny, tiny little nugget, like little spark. If these like little things here are like the little sparks that come off of the campfire flames, then they can go all over the place and they can spark new little campfires all around the world, which is what I would like to do with Tarot Illumination. And like we did on the other little doodle, we can all join hands like that because it's fun and it feels really, really good when you all join hands. Okay? We ask for the healing power of love. Like pretend this is my hand and pretend this is your hand. And then connect with the person next to you. This is your hand and this is their hand. And then the next person, they connect with you. This is their hand. And we hold each other's hands. Even if you got sweaty, dirty palms and they're covered in dirt and crap and marshmallows and whatever, spilt booze, whatever. We ask for the healing power of love to fill our bodies from up above. We ask for the healing power of love to fill our minds from up above. We ask for the healing power of love from up above. We ask for the healing power of love to fill our souls from up above. And you just do that with each other. Build it, and you just build it, and it grows bigger and bigger. And you love yourself first. That's why I'm not shy about doing this on the camera. I do the best I can to love myself. Sometimes it's very challenging. And then I just go back to that thing where I am loving. I am loving. I am loved. I am loved. I am loving. I am loved. And then you turn it into us. And then watch this. Don't freak out. We are loving. We are loved. 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 Thank you very much, people. Pleasure to have you here. I'll see you again soon, okay? You are loving and you are loved. You are loving. You are loved. Bye-bye.